Matt Hardy. Thank you for watching the Gimme a Whole Year Wrestling Podcast.
Hello, and a very warm welcome to the Gimme a Whole Year Wrestling Podcast. My name is Ant, and today I am riding Raw solo. I am the CEO, you didn't know, of Gimme a Whole Year Wrestling Podcast. I thought of that joke. I'm gonna introduce on that as next time. How is everyone doing? Awesome, back again, more wrestling. Really interesting day actually. So I've been checking out a lot of the reviews of SummerSlam. And there's so many positive reviews. And I sort of feel a bit weird because I didn't enjoy it that much. But I hope that our reasons make sense at least, you know, I'll have to say. Hello to everyone in chat. Hello Alex. Hello Malunda. Hello Jack. Hope all is going well with you. It is Jack's cat's birthday this evening, so happy birthday to Hermione, I assume, like Harry Potter. Happy birthday to little Hermione. Rock and roll. How are you guys doing? I've got to try and keep it down tonight because I woke our lass up at SummerSlam last night and she went mental because she was at work this morning. So, yeah, how are you all doing? Why the positive reviews? Everyone's got the reasons, you know, and it is one of them things, Jack, that concerns me because I don't want to come across as negative. I'm just not. I just see what can be done and see what potential they have there, and just get disappointed by what they end up giving us. You know, I thought the Fiend Braun match was fine, and I think everyone else sort of thought that was fine. But at the end of the day, I was disappointed that they dropped this Alexa Bliss angle for absolutely no reason. Well, the reason was so they could have Roman return, but actually, I think story's more important than just a cheap pop for something else and then destroying the Fiend. I mean, he might lose his title at Payback, man. You know, it makes no sense to me. Braun's completely ruined because he looks stupid. The Dominic thing, people have been praising Dominic loads, and I just don't think he did very much in the match. But it's just my opinion, man. You know, I mean, that's what we give, you know. And I hope it don't come across as too negative. I just call what I see, really. You know. It's Ginny. Oh, it's Ginny's birthday as well. Well, happy birthday, Ginny, as well as Hermione. Hope your cats are doing well, Jack. Well done on your video earlier today, dude. I really enjoyed listening to your experiences of concussion that you shared with everyone. So thank you so much for that. Are you hanging around all night, Jack, or as long as you can stay awake? 3-hour Raw. Some interesting things happening tonight. So we've got Aleister Black coming out on the Kevin Owens show. I think that's going to be interesting to see if he has been repackaged. There's been rumours that Vince McMahon isn't happy with the gimmick of Aleister Black and wants to change it up a bit. So it'll be interesting to see if they are going to do anything with that. And the only other thing is obviously Keith Lee. Sorry, I'm just going to move the mic and the camera. There we go. The only other thing is Keith Lee's debut on Raw. What's that going to be like? What feud is he going to go into? Who do you think is going to be his first feud? I tell you what, down in the comments right now, I want you to write who you think Keith Lee will be feuding with first. I have a feeling it's going to be Dolph Ziggler, because that's what they sometimes do with NXT guys. We saw it with Shinsuke and we saw it with Bobby Roode, and look at where they are now. So I assume it's going to be Bobby Roode, but it'd be great to hear what you guys think. Both love for it. I'm here until I KO. All good, dude. Well, I hope we can enjoy Raw together. I hope it's a good show. You know, I'm trying to remain positive and see what they offer us. They haven't. That's the only 2 segments that they've told us about. Not really promoting anything else, but I assume there's going to be a lot of big angles setting up for Payback. So we'll have to see how that looks. Is the sound all right, Jack? I've got a fan near me because it gets really warm with all the lights on and stuff, so I hope that you can't hear that too much. My computer's near me as well, so we're about 19 minutes away from Raw. I forgot to say that at the start of the video, so let's hope it's a good one. Hello, sexy, says Red910. Hello, dude. Hope all is well with you. Thank you so much for joining us. Are you hanging around tonight, or are you browsing. How do you guys watch Raw? Interesting. It's funny, like, before we started doing these watch-alongs, and I've really enjoyed doing them because it's good to chat with you guys. I used to just stick Wrestling Days on at times, and I wouldn't even be watching Raw, I'd be doing something else, but I'd be sort of listening to the commentary from Wrestling Days, partly because the commentators don't do much for me. And one of the hardest things, actually, about doing these watch-alongs is listening, being, especially when we've got Dom on or Wrestle Story on, is able to listen to what the commentators are saying, you know, because I still want to sort of speak to you guys, you know, if not, what's the point? But at the same time, like, listening to what they're saying, sometimes you miss like major story beats, man. And then sometimes WWE just doesn't give major story beats and announces them over Twitter as opposed to actually part of the show. Keith might start with Mr. Randall Keough. Randall Orton, I'm assuming. It sounds grand. Can't hear the fan. I'm sorry, Sarah nearly killed you. Don't worry, dude. But I am in a semi-whispering state, probably unless something really exciting happens, and then I'm dead. I am dead. I just watch it in the kitchen whilst you guys play in the background, and also where's Dom? Dom just isn't with us tonight. I think he had plans already, or he's seen his partner or what have you. I'm really sorry actually that we can't do all of them together. Certainly when I start back at work, it'll probably be less often that we're able to do these, but while I'm able to, like, why not, you know? And I think we're going to really sort of stick to try and do AEW as best we can, but there'll be times where my job won't allow that as well. It's not like my job is a 9-to-5 job, unfortunately. So, yeah, sorry about that. Sorry you don't really know what you get until you click on, but hopefully it's okay. And, you know, I think we're both entertaining in different ways. And, you know, Dom does a great job, and it's a bonus when we're together, I think. I think we play off each other well, and hopefully that's how you guys feel. Who knows? Sounds great. Thank you, dude. How am I? Dude, I'm all right. I'm all right. I've been pretty chilled today. It was a late night last night, so I slept most of the day. Got out a bit too late for the card shop to be closed. So I need to get a card for my mum and dad's anniversary, and it's my sister's birthday coming up. So really boring story. Cooked tea for our lass when she got in from work. She told me about her day. We watched a bit of Gold Rush together. I started watching that video game series on Netflix. High Score or something, I think it's called. It's like a episodic one. Really good. It sort of goes into the history of Pac-Man and Space Invaders and sort of moves on chronologically from there. I'm really enjoying it. I'm a big gamer myself, so it's interesting to hear a lot of the history and a lot of the stories that you didn't know about. And I've sort of gone into a bit of detail about Donkey Kong, including the writer of the music of Donkey Kong, which is just really interesting stuff. So I've had a wrestling-free day, because I think yesterday I did about 10 hours of wrestling. How long was SummerSlam? It wasn't too long, actually. Maybe I only did about 8 hours, but I did SmackDown, Dynamite, and SummerSlam all yesterday. So pretty wrestled out by the end of it. Pretty wrestled out. And we've got 8 people watching. Thank you ever so much, everyone, for watching. If you could drop a like, it really helps out our channel if you're enjoying it. If not, then that's fair enough. And if you're not enjoying it, let us know how we can improve it to make it better for you guys, because, you know, we want you guys to enjoy yourselves. Observing stuff. It's his birthday. I'm watching before I go out. I'm an old man, 26, lol. Dude, happy birthday, my friend. It's also Hermione and Ginny's birthday, which is Jack's cats. So you share a birthday with Jack's cats, which is awesome. But happy birthday. I hope you have a wicked evening. Are you doing out exciting observing? Let us know. I'm home alone in the bin, says Red. Well, I'm so sorry that I don't know if Dom's in or not. I don't know what he's doing tonight. So, but I'm sorry that you're just stuck in Dom's bin. It's funny. I call you Oscar the Grouch, but actually, I feel like after all the reviews I've seen of SummerSlam, I feel like I'm the Grouch who just can't enjoy WWE storytelling at the minute. There's so many missed opportunities. It's mad. But everyone else was so positive on it, and that's great. That's really great. And what did you guys think of it? Do you think it was good? Did you think it was missed opportunities? Have you seen our review? We did a great watch along with the Wrestle Story. It was a lot of fun, man. I mean, they're great people. We had a couple of sound issues during it, but it was over on Twitch because I've had a few troubles with their YouTube, unfortunately. But you can go back and watch that if you so desire. Rock and roll. Oh, I slept until nearly midday. It's high score. I love it as a gamer, so wonder how others see it. Yeah, man, I really enjoy it. I thought it was a really good sort of historical series on gaming, and I don't think they're going to go that far forward. In fact, I really wish one of these gaming documentaries, because they all sort of go on ET and all that sort of stuff, and I understand that was such a big deal. I really wish that people would go a little bit further in the documentaries and sort of go into the PlayStation and N64 eras, and even further than that, the Xbox and PS3, Xbox 360 and PS3, because I actually think there's some great stories to be told there, and some interesting. We have Monday Night Wars in wrestling, and they had their own little wars going on in the console wars. So, and it's always interesting. Anytime there's a new console coming out, it's always everyone's got an opinion. And with the PS5 and Xbox, you can tell I'm a PS fanboy. It's always interesting how people are talking about specs and stuff like this and exclusives and all that. So I'm quite looking forward to the PS5. I'll be picking one up hopefully as soon as I can. And the price drops for PS5s, PS4s, PS3s, they come so late after the console's out. I always just end up buying one anyway, so I might as well just get one straight away. Happy birthday, everyone, says Red. This is the birthday stream, brother. This is the birthday stream tonight. Happy birthday to Jack's Cats. Indeed, you're not nearly old. Yeah, you're not, no. After 24-year-old, observing, you're making me feel ancient. The Wrestle storyline, indeed, Red. Thank you for joining us last night. We do appreciate it. I'm 32. Lol. I'm joking, of course. Lol. 32 sounds fun. You're all making me feel old. N64 was my... Well, if I'm 34, then I'm nearly dead. N64 was my beautiful console, but Mega Drive was my first. Nice, dude. See you in a minute, Red. I don't know which system I'm getting next. I'm probably getting them next year, Black Friday. It's always good to try and hold out for a reduction if you can. I mean, it's good because you'll be able to see what's what. I don't know enough about it, so I don't want to sort of give you any false information. One thing I will say that I've sort of gathered is that the Xbox is more powerful, but the PlayStation is sticking to its strategy of exclusives, which actually in this generation, like, there's been some wonderful PS4 exclusives from like Spider-Man, Ghost of Tsushima, which I'm playing now, which I'm really enjoying, The Last of Us, several others. There's been a lot of PlayStation 4 exclusives, and Xbox doesn't seem to have as many, so that's why I go for PlayStation, because I think that they're really bringing out good games, and the console might not be as powerful, but let's face it, Red Dead, which was my favourite game of all time, I think, come out on both consoles and was the same on both consoles, so I just choose the one that I feel has the upper hand on gameplay, and I feel that the PlayStation's been doing a really good job of that. Xbox got its hands on a couple of exclusives like Dead Rising, but also if I want to, I can download them on my PC as well. So, and also I think they've teased that, I don't know if it's confirmed yet, and I don't like to just say things willy nilly, but I've heard that PS5 is also backwards compatible, which that's massive. Thunderdome's on telly. What's going on? Oh, we've got people waiting in seats. Women's champion. Oh, right. Okay. So we're getting some announcements. Raw Women's Championship Lumberjack match between Asuka and Sasha Banks. Champion Drew McIntyre kicks off Raw. So the Drew McIntyre is coming out to set up an angle between him and Orton at Payback, which I have a feeling Drew's losing. And one of the things that we were talking about with Wrestle Story last night, which is really quite interesting during the Drew McIntyre and Orton match, is people? There's this argument that since Drew's been champion, they haven't done as well in the ratings and stuff like that. COVID and all that sort of stuff plays into that. But I'd make an argument: is anybody watching Raw because of Drew McIntyre? And I'd say probably not. I mean, he's a great wrestler, and you know, he deserves a spot, and I hope to see it in the future, especially when there's fans back. Would Randy Orton have people watching Raw? Now, maybe if you're a Randy Orton fan from, 7 years ago or something like that, or even longer, then you might go, "Oh, he's at the top. I might give that a watch." So it seems a little sensible to me, and also you can take it off him later down the line. Drew can win it back. Edge can help him win it back, and then you go into Edge and Randy at WrestleMania or what have you. I think is the way to go. So I don't think giving it to Randy Orton is going to do any harm right now, is what I'm saying. And I think WWE needs to try something new. Even though I love Drew, but let's be honest, his promo last week was cut off by Retribution. Is that what's happening this week? Drew's coming out and they're going to Retribution him again? Shame we didn't get any of that at SummerSlam as well to have put a point on it. I really wanted to sort of see if this was going to work or if it was just going to be a nothing faction. And nothing obviously happened with them, unless Roman's part of it, which I doubt. Roman's just ready to bury people. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind. I'm joking. N64 was my beautiful console. I don't know which system I'm getting next year. Probably getting them next Friday. Xbox Series X. I'm very mature, so christened it the XX. Well, Jack, your maturity level is 300 points. Well played. I'll get both, but only Xbox on day of release. Cool, Jack. If they have a bunch of games out during release, I might buy one sooner than next year's Black Friday. Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see what they do with the PS4 exclusives. Like, if The Last of Us gets a bump in graphics as a free download, like, I'd probably play that again, So that'll be interesting. Xbox is backwards compatible to the start. Great. I didn't watch all of SummerSlam. Observing, I don't know if you saw our review, but I've sort of mentioned it earlier. I don't really think you missed much, but everyone else loved it, so I didn't rate it very much. But it's partly because I just want WWE to put storytelling in place and tell that story, And they set up all this stuff with Alexa Bliss, which was really good, and it could have been really awful. Nothing happens, and the Dominic match, like, people are raving about it, but I didn't think Dominic did that much in the ring. Mandy and Sonya, people were saying that was good. I thought it was just Mandy was all over the place. Just my opinions, just my opinions, that's all. And yeah, it is interesting that everyone else loved it. Nah, Drew won't lose without a crowd. Yeah, but you can always give it back to him. He's a draw in the UK, I'd say. Randy, nah. But is anyone watching it in the UK? Because it's on BT Sport now, isn't it? How many wrestling fans have gone out of the way to get BT Sport as opposed to having the parent Sky password? No, they've got homework. Who's got homework, my friend? Who's got homework? Rock and roll. 7 people watching. We're about 5 minutes away from Raw. Anything else you guys want to talk about while I take a sip of tea? I like how my hair's like, I can turn up my fan and it's like L'Oreal advert, dude. Here we go. Whoa. I'm not on a podcast anymore. I'm jet skiing, baby. And I'll turn that down because that's probably really annoying. Oh, I love my fan. Too warm. Wait, did Drew lose? No, he didn't lose last night, mate. He won. I'm just assuming that he's probably going to lose at Payback. But who knows? And that's what my prediction would be. But I predicted Randy to win yesterday, so I lost predictions yesterday, actually. I think I got 2. Dom got 3. Maven got 4. And I think Mr. G come out in the end with a win at 5. I think. I threw the paper away. And because he's worth it. Indeed he is. L'Oreal, brother. L'Oreal. How does Ant get hair like this? It must be fake. No, how could you say it's fake? What's that Claudia Winkleman advert? Yeah. Tried to do a really bad impression of that, and it failed. Okay, yeah, cool. Sorry, Observing, I didn't mean to confuse you with that, my friend. What are you doing tonight, man? Just going out for a few drinks, are you? Are you whereabouts are you in the world, Observing? I don't know. I hope everything's good with COVID in your area and stuff. I assume if you're going out now, it's not going to be UK because it's 1 o'clock in the UK. So I'm assuming you're going to be in America. 7 o'clock, I assume, there now, something like that. So maybe bar time. Good for you, man. Have a good time. Oh, I've been talking too much these last 2 days. I've got BT Sport already, but I wouldn't buy it for just WWE. Great opportunity for another company to come in and take over somewhere like Sky and get more recognition in the UK, don't you think? If only there was another company going right now. I'm going out for a few drinks. It's an arcade in a couple of hours. Are we talking gaming arcade or an arcade as in an old road with an old covered road with bars in it? It's 7 p.m. here in Midwest America. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to join us, dude. I do appreciate you saying hello. I will have a review out afterwards. Wrestle Story will probably have the review on Twitch as well, obviously. So, I don't know if you've seen our reviews, observing, but I tried to keep it all, the review at least, all at the start. So it's only like 20 minutes, even though the videos say they're an hour. It's only 20 minutes review, and then I just sort of talk to people and answer questions and stuff. So if you get a second, check it out, or don't. It's entirely up to you, my friend. But I hope you have an awesome night. Are you meeting a lot of friends, or are you just going out with a few of you, your family, or what is happening? 24, man. God, I wish I was 24 again. Wow, life was a party at 24. Then you past 30, and then knee operations and all sorts of rubbish. Yeah, gaming arcade. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. So, what type of gaming will it be? Street Fighter, I'd assume. I'd love to go to a gaming arcade and play some Street Fighter. I know there's one in Leeds, so I'm thinking I have talked about going there actually at some point. Oh, maybe this Friday. I think we're heading to Leeds on Friday, so I don't know if it'll be open though with COVID. We'll see. We'll see. But no, I'd love to go and like play some Space Invaders, some Pac-Man, just chill out, you know. Be good. Will do, thanks. Meeting a few friends. Nice. He's 26, not 24. Well, you are ancient, observing stuff. Welcome to nearly 30 and nearly dead inside. 26, dude. Great age. Great age. Nice. Mind you, every age is a great age. As long as you stay young at heart, man. Seriously. Oh. Awesome, I'd go. It does sound good. Lol, America has control on COVID for sure. I mean, it depends where you are. If you're in Florida, not so much right now. And several other places have got it real bad, but I've not been keeping up to date, to be honest. I can't believe I'm not back at work yet, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I don't expect to have any shows on, but like, it would be nice to be doing something. But then I probably won't be able to do as much of this, so I suppose it's a blessing in disguise. Weirdly, airports have great gaming arcades. You get a few good ones in service stations as well, like the big, what are they called? Services down the motorway and stuff like that. You can tend to get some good ones there. Cool. Observing stuff is laughing. Excellent. Well, Raw should be starting any second now. Thank you everyone so much for joining us. I do appreciate it. We've got 8 people watching. If you could hit that thumbs up button if you are sticking with us, that would be rock and roll. And let's get ready for some action. In terms of the rest of the week, I'm not sure if I'll do Wednesday or not. I'll have to see how I'm feeling, and I know our lass is still at work. So she'll be getting up in about 3.5 hours to go to work. So I've got to sort of keep it down. No cheering when Raw happens. Can you imagine? I mean, is there going to be anything good enough on Raw for cheers to be happening to? We'll see. And then, obviously, Zaki Heartsink says, yo, hello, Zaki Heartsink. Hope all is well with you, friend. Thank you so much for joining us. I do appreciate it, my friend. The ones which do Virgin and Atlantic. Woo! Yo! Cool. I love Time Crisis and other shooting games. Dude, Time Crisis rocked. Got some big love for Time Crisis. What was... I remember there was an Alien one years ago that I really used to enjoy. That was a shooting one. That was at the ice arena in town. Yeah, man. Good. I want a pinball machine. One of the interesting things about this gaming documentary was there was talking. Sorry. I'll go into that in a second. We're now on the Then, Now, Forever is where I'm up to. And I'll tell you when that segment has finished so that everyone can be on the same time scale. That's forever leaving the screen right now. Cool. So one of the really good things that they've got in this gaming documentary is it was really interesting how there was a lot of kids that were making, what were they called? Extenders for arcade games. Basically, people were ending up playing arcade games forever and ever, and they wanted to make these sort of mods, if you like, early mods that you'd had to make on chipset to plug into the machine to make them more difficult so that people would spend more quarters, basically. Really interesting stuff, man. Really interesting stuff. And I never knew that Donkey Kong was actually put on another games console that was similar to sort of a Space Invaders, but wasn't successful in the US. And there was like, oh, we'll have to do something else. We'll try this Donkey Kong thing with the little red man with a mustache. There is the Pyro. Looking good, man. Oh, they're cool. So I've seen them at quite a few gigs. They've got they're like rotating nozzle flamethrowers, which are really cool. They give a really good effect. And I always get annoyed that WWE don't do more of it, because I've seen so many bands that have, just not got the budget that WWE have, using so much more interesting pyro. Look at a band like Nightwish that doesn't have the money WWE has, yet they're able to put on these incredible pyrotechnic shows every show. Even at sort of festivals. So we are being announced that we're getting the Lumberjack match with a load of people that don't know what to do with. That is happening tonight. That was advertised during the break as well. Yep. So I assume that's going to be our only female segment of the night. An arm wrestling competition officiated by Mark Henry between Apollo Crews and Bobby Lashley. Yeah, we're going to get Apollo Crews and Bobby Lashley at Payback, aren't we? Quick build to that. I mean, it makes sense because I think they've Hurt Business and Apollo Crews have gone around quite a lot now. What else are we getting? Dominic and Rey Mysterio versus Seth Rollins and Murphy. That match ain't happening. That'll be reserved for Payback. Something will happen there. I'll assume. I mean, it'd make sense at Payback, right? Oh, they're going to do a recap of SummerSlam by the looks of it. Ugh. I feel like Aleister will be coming back tonight. Observing stuff, he is, mate. He's coming back to do on the KO show. So that'll be cool. It'll be interesting to see if he's got a gimmick change or not. She's up at 3:30. Is she Batman? Yeah, she is. No, she's Harley Quinn, man. Jurassic Park was great indeed, man. I want a pinball machine, but live on a hill. Oh, dude, well, that's no good. I'm sure you can work it out. Marcus Gamer 592, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for joining us, my friend. Says his Hiz. Is that? Oh, it's probably highs, as in hello. Nice to see you, my friend. Oh well, Rey and Dominic versus Seth Murphy tonight. Hey, what happened? It'll happen at Payback, surely. Why is Payback right after SummerSlam? Because WWE is stupid. Rey in his photo has 2 eyes. He did lose 1 eye, didn't he? Continuity. Here comes Drew. Good to see him out to a crowd cutting a promo this time as opposed to some performance center dudes. I think he's a really good face, actually. I didn't rate him much as NXT champion, but I've enjoyed this run a lot more. I wonder how this is going to turn out. So the WWE were basically asking fans at SummerSlam to be more animated, and were giving them cues to be more animated, apparently. There's the pyro for... Yeah, they are the movable flamethrowers. They're really cool. I don't feel like they had them last night. Maybe the order come in a little bit too late. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the arena evolves as well, because it will. Yeah, see, they're just showing it from last night, and they didn't have them flames or pyro. Weird. Yeah, I don't know why Payback is after SummerSlam. It's stupid, is what it is. Is what it is. Oh, I'm going to try and make some notes tonight for my review, so I can get on with that really quickly when we are done. Drew, is he British while he's champ and Scottish once he loses it? I don't think it works like that. Would be good though. We need a British champion. Anyone say Pete Dunne? Yeah, I thought this match was a decent worked match. I didn't really like the ending, the whole sneaky win, but I understand why they did it. I just didn't rate it. And I think it's one of them matches where they built up really slowly, and because there's no crowd noise for the comeback of Drew, didn't really work as well in this sort of setting. But that's all. It was a really good match if there'd been a crowd, I think. But everyone else loved it, so what do I know? What do I know? I still fear looking into the crowd. Some troll is going to show the genitals. Well, if I was on there, dude, I'd definitely make that happen. Ugh. You're right. The arena will evolve as they work out the kinks. Indeed, yeah, I'm not against it. I think it's good. I do wonder if you could do some. I don't know. Probably not. I was going to say put some performance center people as well, but I don't think that'd work. Okay, so Drew's asking for thumbs up. Okay, I really want Drew to sort of say, "Can everyone take off the t-shirts?" Actually, scrap that. I've seen the crowd. Oh, the guy in the background has just got a shocked face on. It's very distracting. Hey, Maven, welcome. Hope all is well. Thank you so much for last night. We both had a great time. Over on Twitch's Wrestle Story. They'll be doing a show tonight, so make sure you go follow that and send them some love. It's a good promo. I just don't know what way it's going yet. Let's see. Maven says hi Jack, hi everyone. That's how it was worked with Andy Murray. I don't know that reference. Sorry, Jack. Oh, this kid's got his toy belt in the background. Oh, I'm so distracted by what's happening in the background. It's not good. Okay, Randy Orton's always been protected. Okay, out of nowhere. Is that what's happening? Oh, Randy Orton's wonderful. As a heel. Hey, Zaki. Do you prefer the Thunderdome to the Performance Center? Yes. I think it's difficult to get used to, and it's very distracting at times. And I hate the faked, piped-in crowd noise. I can get rid of that for me. Or at least have it like so that the audience can actually decide how it's done. So you have like four vocal cues from the audience on their screen, and they press 1, 2, 3, or 4 depending on how they want to react. Maybe something like that. I'd feel a bit more natural. But yeah, I quite like it. The production's great. It's just going to take some time to get used to, isn't it? Drew loves the Thunderdome, apparently. Hope that answers your question, Zaki. What do you think of the Thunderdome, mate? Be interesting to hear. I'll read that in a sec. He'll kick his damn head off and send you into Claymore country. Yeah, fine. I mean, it's a great promo, but it didn't really add anything. We need at least Randy to do something now. Oh, this is a whole new era. Because he's loving the Thunderdome, because he's been told to say that. Oh, here we go. He's going to get the entire audience to put the thumbs up. And here comes Randy Orton. Cool. Finally getting somewhere. Andy Murray's tennis ace from Scotland. He's hailed as a Brit hero when he wins and Scottish loser if he loses. Cool. I knew he was a tennis player, but I didn't know that about him. And Randy's fighting him into Gorilla. Are they going to have the red lights on in there? Oh, no, they've taken the red lights off tonight. Is Vincey there? Maybe that was Vince. Oh, there's a cameraman waiting back there, fam. Yeah, oh, there he is. There's his angle. Okay, Drew said... Oh, he went for a punt and just... Did he get it, or did he just run into the wall? And why are they so fascinated by using this area at the minute? Interesting. And Drew's dead. So we're getting a match of payback. Who's going to say it? Oh, Randy's still going. Okay. Oh, he's going to set him up for a second punt. Don't know about it being so close to the wall. But whatever. It's cool. Good. Oh, that crowd noise is horrible, man. Randy Orton's whispering sweet nothings into Drew McIntyre's ear. I love you, Drew. I love you. Cool. Drew's selling it. Fine. That sets us up for payback, I suppose. Let's get into your comments. Thank you all so much for joining us. I do appreciate it. Cheers for the stream, Maven. I dropped you a plug on my own YouTube today. He did. You should go check it out, Maven. He did drop a plug for both of us. Just like Premier League noise, fan noise, isn't it? They had no choice, really, because the camera noise on the cams would sound so trebly and horrible. Indeed, man. And like, people don't have decent mics, you know? So, but I still sort of feel, take the control away from Kevin Dunn and put it, or at least make it seem like they've put it into the fans' hands so that they can choose how to react. And like I say, you have a choice of 1 to 4 as a viewer watching it, and you say, I'm really excited, which is 3, or I really want to boo, which is 1. And have that sort of, you do 1 to 10, and you can really sort of then get, once you put all them sort of calculations in together, you could really get some interesting dynamic crowd noises. Just an idea, but again, like with everything on the Thunderdome, I think it's just about working out the kinks. You know, we've seen the new flamethrowers tonight with moving that one there on SmackDown or SummerSlam, so cool. Obviously, didn't land the second kick. I know, man. He whiffed right past his head, didn't he? I've noticed that myself. I'm surprised that WWE... sorry, I don't think I finished your message, Zaki. So troubling and horrible. I like it, to be honest. Kind of lost interest at the PC. It's fresh, isn't it, man? It's fresh. I'm surprised that WWE didn't ask for people to pay for the chance to be in the crowd. I am. I thought that there'd be enough people willing to do it. Maybe they will in the future. I don't think I'd pay for it. No, I wouldn't pay for it. Why would I pay for it? What, to watch watch it on my telly and see my face in the crowd. I'm not really that bothered. He survived the Scottish school shooting at Dunblane in the 90s. Did he, Jack? They're showing what... they are fascinated with showing Gorilla to show off that COVID sign. Yeah, that's probably what it is. WWE are looking after the performers. Hey, observing stuff, what's up? Same, Zachy, thanks, Jack. No worries. There's weirdly actually fan noise technicians, a new job coming from COVID. Yeah, dude, indeed. There's been lots of new jobs, really, during this COVID era, and then a lot of people have lost their jobs as well. Like, look at all the house shows that they're not doing now and all the producers that have had to leave because of that, you know, and... luckily, some of them are getting jobs in other companies. Look at Mike Chioda, who's now in AEW. Good for him. Yeah, it is interesting. But then sound technician was always a job. But it's more, I suppose it's more like technology expert. It's more of an IT thing than a sound thing, I think. Maybe not. They're probably doing it as a sound thing. But what I want to see it done as is something where like I say, you have press 1 to 9 on your keyboard for your reaction. You know, let's see if fans are still booing Reigns. Let's see if fans are cheering Gaza. Let's start to get an idea of how an audience feels about it as opposed to what we're told to feel about it. You know what I mean? Just my opinion. Moments ago, Randy Orton attacks Drew McIntyre. Cool. Rock and roll, thank you all so much for joining us. I do appreciate it. If you haven't already, if you like the video, it really helps us out, lets more people see that people are actually enjoying this video. And subscribe to the channel for more wrestling content, watch-alongs, interviews, all that sort of jazz. If you fancy it, you know, it'd be great to have you join us more often. That was the first punt because it didn't look too bad. Jack says, my company's shedding loads of jobs. Not sure about mine, but I'll be positive. Well, fingers crossed for you, man, because we don't want to see anyone out of work, you know. It's rubbish. Rubbish times. Drew McIntyre's getting up slowly. His hair looks like he's washed it, like mine. Fab. He's fine. He's alright. Observing stuff says, oh, Drew, his superpowers like Lesnar. Indeed. Yeah. Hold on, Samoa Joe is selling the fact that Drew did amazing to get up, but didn't Shawn Michaels get up instantly after being attacked? Saw Raw at the O2 a few years ago. The boos for Reigns were deafening. Indeed. It's almost like the fans are telling you something, isn't it? His superpowers are good, but can he grow an eye back like Reign? Probably not. We're getting the same promo we saw last night. Bask in his glory. Keith Lee is returning tonight. I assume, since there's new people that join us, I'll ask the same question as I asked earlier. What's Keith Lee doing? My prediction is a feud with Dolph. As underwhelming as that is. Mind you, it'll probably be better than his takeover match. That was poor. I don't know. Apparently, he was hurt. Karrion Kross was hurt during the match, and that's why it was so poor. But shame they had to give Keith Lee the loss after 6 weeks of holding the title. Just weird. That should have just been Adam Cole and Karrion Kross, and give the big rub to Karrion Kross. Nia Jax, she's got pink and blue in her hair. What the devil is that? I bet that takes some time. Nia Jax has been reinstated. Because she said sorry. Shayna's approached Nia. Was there making a sexual innuendo then that Nia had done something to an official to get back in before she said that she apologised? Is that the point? Rude. She's very good looking. An Addams Family reject looking like you? I wouldn't have described Shayna Baszler as that. I mean, she doesn't look like Lurch. She doesn't look like Wednesday. What was that all about? Be positive, Anthony. Be positive. What was that all about? Can't we just get Shayna break her arm or something? Right, Sasha Banks is coming out. Cool, this could be a really good match. Ay. Did you watch the WrestleMania 36 doc on the network after SummerSlam? Was quality content. Also made me like Braun. I haven't seen it yet, mate. What was it that you enjoyed about Braun? I do look forward to it, actually. I have had a chance. I just chosen not to today because I did about 8 hours of wrestling yesterday. So, but I am looking forward to it. The 24 documentaries are great. The documentaries are the one great thing that WWE still do, to be perfectly honest. Like, everyone's really solid. I will pay Keith Lee to sing I Saw Tigers. Oh yeah, should have been obvious. Keith Lee was leaving NXT. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Should have. Yeah, probably. I don't know why I didn't realize Keith Lee was changing brands. Yeah. It's just. Then don't give Keith Lee the championship. Just have Adam Cole lose against a Karrion Kross. Isn't that the way to do it? Instead, Karrion Kross has got this semi-rub and they'll forget Keith Lee. I think people will forget Keith Lee was champion, to be honest with you. And you can't just hotshot the title. Well, you can, if it's going to lead to something, but that led to nothing. So Keith Lee was a transitional champion in NXT. Why? What? Anyway. Maybe they was afraid of turning Adam Cole face, but like Adam Cole could be face just like that and then back again the week after and everyone would be happy, it'd be fine. Okay, cool. So we're getting Bayley versus Sasha. It's not the Sasha Asuka match just yet. This should be fun. Good job, Bayley and Sasha here, keeping us entertained. Excuse me. Zaki says, genuinely makes you see Braun as an actual person and why he even got into wrestling. He was crying on cam. Nice, man. I watched a really good interview with Braun when he was a bit fed up. Oh, God, Nia Jax is coming out. This is great. Genuinely, yeah, I watched a really good documentary with him a while ago. It was an interview, and it was when he was a bit upset with his position because they'd sort of given this wonderful push of the monster and then did nothing. And he'd gone to Vincent to talk about it, you know? Interesting. We are on a break. Cool. Shayna is amazing. Shayna is okay. Shayna, she put on a wonderful match against Toni Storm. It depends who she's with. I'm just not huge into her. She's all right. I respect a lot of what she does backstage and stuff. She sort of works a lot with people to help train them and stuff like that. So good. And I see that she's legit. It's just not my style of wrestling, I guess, that I enjoy. Very submission orientated. Yeah, which is fine. And you've got to have it in there. So, hey, we all like seeing different people. Genuinely makes you see... Sorry, I've seen that. Not Cam on the dock. Not Cry on the dock. Let's hope no one in the Thunderdome... Cams gets a semi-rub. I mean, I did enjoy watching like YouTubers pointing out people that was fast asleep on cam from Friday. Yeah, that was funny. Janelle, thank you so much for joining us, man. I always appreciate you popping by and saying hello. I hope you're doing well. Do you think Roman Reigns as a heel? I guess, do you think Roman Reigns will be a heel? I feel like they might do. And the reason I say that isn't because it makes sense and all that sort of stuff. First of all, his T-shirt, what was it? It said something like pop in and do not a lot and go home or something like that. It was a bit like Brock Lesnar, really. Yeah, I'm going to move the camera down with some sitting up a bit. I think Bruce Pritchard's there. And I think Bruce has said often on Something to Wrestle that a good way to go with Roman would be to do him as a heel. And I wonder if he's the guy that's eventually managed to persuade Vince, or at least persuaded Vince to do something interesting. However, let's also look at his position in SummerSlam. And let's be perfectly honest, he was put there and destroyed the Fiend. So we are sort of getting him pushed down our throats again, which is fine if they're doing it with the intention of being a heel. It's a bit like Goldberg beating the Fiend. It would have been fine if Goldberg had come off it as a heel, and that was the story that it was doing. There was having this loved character get beat to turn Goldberg into this massive heel, but he didn't want that. It was just bad storytelling, is what it is, and that's I think why everyone hated it, because there was no follow up to it. You know, rock and roll. Does this domino ad say the employ kid? I missed it, Jack, to be honest. I think Roman will be an Austin-style one man alone. I'd be down with that, mate. I'd be down with that. Just something. Just don't force him down our necks like with a boring sort of bulletproof jacket and all that rubbish. Seeing the funny people in the dome is a new entertaining thing to look out for. Roman is heel. He's got a beard and new teeth. They always make heels grow beards. Roman elevates anyone who wrestles. Ooh, I'm not. Yes, in terms of star power, if you're wrestling Roman, the company's putting you over. In terms of quality of match, not necessarily. Roman's a bit. It's a bit five movesy for me. But then I really enjoyed Roman's matches with AJ Styles. But he's wrestling AJ Styles, who can have a match with a broom. Shayna is so we've got Nia on the ramp, Shayna in the ring, Sasha outside, and Bayley. So, this is the setup. So we've just seen Shayna and Nia have this thing where are they going to fight? What's going to happen is this is going to set up a tag team match at Payback, in it. It's only just clicked. Fine. Okay, cool. I mean, because obviously they are defending the tag championships at Payback, so I assume that's why they're doing this. They've got to be, haven't they? And you've only got SmackDown to keep building it, so Shayna and Nia as a tag team. Bayley's just rolling around on top of Shayna, going whoa, 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 whoa. Brilliant. Zach says, seeing the funny people in the dome is a new entertaining thing. Indeed it is. Roman elevates anyone who wrestles. His matches with AJ were brilliant, but then again, that was AJ. Yeah, man, a bit like Pat McAfee and Adam Cole. It's Adam Cole. Seth Rollins did his best to make that match good last night because it's Seth Rollins and he's very good. He's a very talented wrestler. Zach says they should call them Shania. Shania. Hey, Shania. Yeah, that makes sense. I hate how Nia Jax sounds like a mole girl from America, and she has no sort of bass to her. Like, I'm gonna kill you. You're just like, hey, I got my slush puppy. Stupid. Jack says, will Asuka be here tonight? Hope she's getting looked after for concussion. Maybe this match was originally supposed to be I know, because Asuka and Sasha are having a match. Well, I mean, I've not heard anything about the concussion, so it might not have happened, but her eyes certainly look like they were. Who knows, man? But no, they've got Asuka and Sasha happening tonight for the Raw Women's title, I believe. And it's a lumberjack match. What's a lumberjack match? Is it In Your House 2? And it's Sid Vicious and Kevin Nash, and it's diabolical. I always associate lumberjack matches with that. Always. Bask in the Dark Order. Mr. Wrestling Hands, welcome. Making your introduction known as usual. Bask in his Dark Order. That was brilliant. Well played. Well played. I would laugh louder, but our lass is in bed. She'll kill me if I wake her up again. So Bayley and Sasha have been having a fine match. Oh, and Nia's attack. Nia pulled Shayna off the ring apron and instant disqualification. Wow, that's a bit quick. Oh, so we're not getting this as a tag team match. Oh, I don't like watching Nia. I don't want anyone to get hurt. Oh wow, is that why she's got that silly candy floss in her hair? Because she's gonna. Oh no, she's not gonna join Sasha and Bayley. Okay, Nia doesn't like her telling them what to do. Why did Nia stop attacking her? It was a setup. It's fine, but does it need to be as sort of aggressive as it was? And couldn't Sasha and Bayley have done something to really annoy Nia as opposed to? Okay, fine. I mean, we've got our match. Thank you all so much for joining me and watching this mediocre Raw. It's Kevin Owens, and he's got a tie. Yes. And it's not a proper tie, it's one of them elasticated ties. Fab. T-shirt and a tie. Whose dressing room is he knocking on? He's not knocking on Aleister's door, is he? Aleister Black's just sat in a dark room because that's what Aleister Black does, waiting for someone to knock on his door. Oh, they really are teasing Aleister Black gimmick turn, aren't they? And he's got a suit on. Okay, cool. That'll be interesting. And that's happening next. So stay with us for that. I'm going to pop to toilet really quickly. And I'll be back in a minute. Just bear with me. I'll just put it on the Gimme Hoyer screen. If you could let anyone know, Jack, I'll be back in a second when I come back. Thanks, guys. Yo, sorry about that. Needed a loo break. Thanks all everyone for staying. That's 7 people still staying while I go relieve myself. Thank you so much. Cool, there's loads of messages to read. Sorry. Zaki says, Naya's voice definitely doesn't suit how she looks. Heard rumours that Naya and Shayna will be a team moving forward as creators have nothing for them. Looks like what's happening, my friend. Shayna's theme will be the song from Tomorrow Never Dies. I don't know what that theme is, Jack, but I'm sure you'll let me know right now. Doubt it now, like, well, yeah, I mean, but then it made no sense, did it? Let's attack Naya and then have her then team up with Shayna. Like, if Bailey and Sasha had done something to get involved and accidentally hurt Naya, then that could have been an interesting story. But why is Shayna okay with Naya attacking her? That makes her look like a goof, doesn't it, for letting that happen and then teaming up with her? Just weird booking. I don't remember it in your house too. I'm too young. That's because Sid Vicious has half the brain that you do. Indeed, man. It was Sid Vicious. Sid Vicious was a bit of a mess for us. I never liked Sid Vicious in WWE. Dom's a big fan of Sid, and I like the gimmick, but God, there was some awful events. That Hogan and Sid Vicious Mania event was just where all the everything just messed up, and you ended up with like Papa Shango running down late and stuff like that. Mad. If Nia Jax goes to AEW, that is if Nyla Rose will eat Nia alive. She should do, man, because Nyla don't get a big F about safety. She just goes right through you. Yeah. Nyla Rose versus Nia Jax. It's not a match I want to see, to be honest. I'm not that interested in Nia Jax. Not after sort of the people she's hurt. Like, I don't want to see anyone get hurt. You know what I mean? And it's just sloppiness, man. It's just sloppiness. Like, there's one where Kairi Sane was going, no, 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 no. She carried on and did it anyway. Stupid. Kevin Owen dresses smart, worse than Shawn Michaels, but I bet KO did it on purpose. Yeah, I reckon KO's mum dressed him. Oh, we've got an animated crowd. Good for them. I'll take the mick out of them, Kevin. I need to give Kevin something to do, dude. I say the Dark Order's a big deal. I mean, I can't wait till Thursday, man, to see what they're doing with that. I think Arn's gonna really sort of. Oh, my hair's looking good again. I think something big with Arn's going to happen. I think it's going to be Arn that reforms the full 4 Horsemen to go after Dark Order next. And that's why we saw Arn get really attacked at the end of Dynamite. I tell you guys, this is going to be disappointing. He's going to come out in a suit and not give anything new. I could come out as a gobbledygooker. Here's Aleister Black. Same music, good. Code Orange, good. You see, I really like the lighting in that. Like, there's no lasers. I'm not a fan of lasers, dude. Not used all the time. That just looks great. Oh, we can't see him. We can't see him. We can see him. Okay, he's in a suit with a sash over his eye. New gimmick. I think they're going to make him wear a t-shirt, you know, in the ring, because of his tattoo on his back is part of the reason he can't play in Saudi Arabia, because it's some sort of female god or something, and obviously they have issues with females across there. I think that's right. Well, there's nothing really new to that, is there? Let's be perfectly honest. Kevin's like, I feel your pain because I've not been doing that for a while either. At least it's carrying on the story. Maybe he's going to take off his sash and have a cyborg eye. Oh, show it. Oh, no, they are going to have done something. Oh. They're going to give him a contact. Okay, so we're going to get a recap of what happened. Gentleman in the truck. Retribution's there. Whoa. And that was last month. That was the last time we saw one of the greatest talents WWE owns. Just saying. Imagine if Aleister Black was waiting and there was a knock and the camera blacks out and it's Vince and you hear his theme, No Chance in Hell, and Aleister is thinking, I'm so screwed. And at least it would have been something different to this, which is just nothing different. I feel like they've really got everyone centered around Seth at the minute, aren't they? Oh, what's he doing? Oh, what's he doing? He's taking a knee. Elbow to Kevin Owens. The reason I didn't want Black Mass with shoes on, neat. The reason I didn't want to show that footage is because every time you see it, you get, and then he attacks Kevin Owens, even though the footage you saw was about 2 minutes ago. I mean, great feud setup. Not great feud setup. It was a weird feud setup, but great feud. Aleister Black versus Kevin Owens. I'm all down for that. So Sasha and Bailey have avoided Nia and Shayna. I assume they're going to get involved, aren't they, in the Lumberjack match? Which is fine. Two belts Banks. She's clicking. Like Alyssa Edwards clicks. Rock and roll. Let me get to all your comments. Thank you for bearing with me, friendos. Watch out for Evil Uno. He could be looking through the window, saying creepy, saying join the Dark Order. Or he could just be playing Fall Guys on Twitter. I did share a picture of his mask in one of the Fall Guys dudes. Yeah, that was cool. Dom's a big fan. I'm surprised. Does Dom not love out? He does love anything, yeah. I hope Aleister attacks Seth relentlessly and not turn heel. Oh, is that a heel turn? Yeah, I suppose that was a heel turn, wasn't it? It was just a bit of a weird setup moment. He showed him the footage, and instead of it coming back to Aleister being in agony or something, it just suddenly fell to the floor. But look, it sets up a really good feud, so whatever. I take what I get these days. Wait, I mean, I want him to attack Murphy. That'd be cool as well. But Kevin Owens and Aleister is a fresh match, I think. Why a heel turn? Yeah, it was a heel turn. Okay. They just want to do something. I don't care if he's heel or face. I just want them to do something with him, And if that's what it takes to get him on TV, then wonderful, because Aleister Black is great. What is it with WWE and eyeballs? They're trying to get more eyes on the product, dude. But sometimes I feel like poking my eyes out watching WWE, so So yeah, doing that in your programming, they are doing so much with that. They did the eye thing with Drew McIntyre, but that was awesome actually. The way that it caught onto the blood already on his nose and really sold that after Randy Orton got out of the figure four. That was really cool. What is it with the eyeballs? Must be a Vince fetish. I wonder if there is a fetish for eyeballs. It's not part of a scene that I'm into, so I can't really. There probably is. Probably. Why not attack the person who attacked him? That would make sense, wouldn't it? But then we'd also get Aleister and Buddy and Seth again, and I don't see that going anywhere just because everything revolves around Seth at the minute, or it seems to be. So there we go. And because he's heel turn, so attack someone who's a good face. Mind you, Kevin Owens is a great heel as well. Fact: KO also speaks French. KO is Canadian, I assume. Sounds Canadian, so yeah, a lot of Canadians speak French, so it makes sense. Paybacks to match set. Do you think that we're getting that already at Payback? I hope not. I really hope not. Like, you need to let that story like grow a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, don't just put that on straight. Don't give me that straight away. Like, give me some story. Mind you, if the story is going to be as weak as the sort of going into the feud, then whatever. Heel turn Aleister Black. Wow. I honestly wanted Gaza and massive lorries driving by. That was really loud. I honestly wanted Gaza and Andrade to win the tag titles. They can do so much more with them. What, as opposed to give me the smoke? I want the smoke. Give me the smoke. I want the smoke. Yeah, I agree. I really wanted it, man. We did a review last night. I don't know if you watched it, dude, but like, you know, it's one of them hour-long videos, but actually, it's the review's only 10 minutes. So if you, it might be a little bit longer actually. Last night because SummerSlam. But you know, go check it out. See our thoughts on it. Yeah, I really wanted it to be on Andrade and Gaza. Eh? We've got Cedric Alexander versus Akira Tozawa for zero reason. Is Cedric 24/7? No, it's Shelton Benjamin. What? I thought it was on Cedric. And our truth's coming out. Okay, cool. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Oh, come on. Our truth can get the entire crowd to do something. Okay, they're just going to the crowd and no one's doing the what's up. But they're piping in a bit of what's up crowd noise. It's what they need to be doing. Archer's just having a good time. Loving life. I wonder where Carmella is, man. She's been off TV for ages. Oh, there is. Two kids are dancing. Oh, some of the crowd are going at it. The dude in, is that a dude in a Slipknot mask? Is it just really bad video? I know it's bad video. What's up? They keep cutting to crowd shots and nobody's mouth's moving. Hilarious. The Thunderdome welcomed our truth there, apparently. Thank you, Tom Phillips. They just need to figure it out, that's all. Okay, so we've got a fatal four-way for the 24/7. This is the type of thing you could have done in the Attitude Era with a hardcore match and had it really fun. Cedric and Shelton Benjamin. That'd be an interesting match to see, like a proper match. Oh, nice. Oh. a very nice little bit though. That is like a sign, you know, that's like Cedric doing everything he can to take a tiny bit of time and turn it into something that looks great, and that did look good. Shelton Benjamin going for a pedigree. And power bombing him out of the ring into some ninjas, not retribution. Ninja power. Excellent. And there we go. Kira Tozawa got the pin on R-Truth. Cool. And Shelton Benjamin is beating up ninjas. Why couldn't he do that to retribution? And Kira Tozawa is running off with the championship. Is it weird to say, but that was actually probably one of my favourite parts of Raw so far. It was quite fun. Had a good time. Oh, Randy's going to comment and say, I'm going to get him at Payback. Okay. So Randy Orton's going up the ring to make his challenge heard, I assume. Cool. Good. I don't mind like when a wrestling show has a storyline that happens throughout the night. And that doesn't mean have a starting segment and then have a 6-man tag at the end. You know, Randy attacked Drew, and now an hour later we're getting him sort of going further into that. So that's cool, man. That's cool. Murphy and Aleister can be an automatic 5-star takeover match if they both went back to NXT. Yeah, probably. Why won't they just let them do it on main roster? Just say, go out there, really entertain people. And you know, I was listening to there was someone had got a Brian Alvarez rant from 2011 about wrestling companies, how there'll be a wrestling company that'll come and let guys do what they it'll tell them to go out there and have good matches and put on a show and be entertaining, similar to what AEW does. And the whole thing of the interview was there was constantly like bringing up pictures of AEW, and Brian Alvarez said stuff like, you know, you turn a broken leg story into an angle on TV and then showing a picture of Britt Baker. It was really, really well done, actually. And you know, one of the things there is you have got guys and they say, you know, Aleister Black, Kevin Owens, go out there, tear it down, you know, but WWE are more controlling on the entire product and don't want something to, like the greatest wrestling match ever or whatever it was at the Backlash, you know, they wouldn't allow anyone else on that card to do much because they wanted to make that match look great. It's just bizarre. Just let's have great wrestling matches, guys, you know? Yeah. And nobody understands the characters better than the wrestlers themselves. Tell that to Vince. Right on a postcard. R-Truth never ages. He doesn't, dude. He doesn't. He looks wonderful. I still call R-Truth K-Quick. K-Quick, as I'm assuming that's a TNA Impact. Tozawa is being made weak. What were the ninjas? Yeah. Yeah, but at least he's not just chasing it backstage. He actually had a match there, and we saw a bit of Cedric and Shelton got it, which was cool. Can't wait for NXT UK to come back. We need some of the gentlemen named Walter. Well, obviously at TakeOver they did announce that NXT UK is coming back. Yeah, I'd like to see it again. I fell out of NXT a little bit. I was on a couple of the shows actually, like in the background, because I went to see a few of the shows. They come to Hull last year in November. But that seems a long time ago now with everything that's happened in the world. So me and Ollie, who used to do reviews on this channel, we did like 55 of them. And then we just sort of stopped a little bit. I think it's because AEW was I just got more into that, to be honest. And there's only so much time you can have for wrestling in a week, isn't there? Unless the world's shut down and you're all hiding in your houses. But yeah, Walter is amazing. why break a 24/7 pin? Everyone is number one contender and all the time. Indeed. Tozawa could have scrambled his brain. Sup? Hello, Renzo. Hope all is well. Thank you so much for joining us, friend. Struggling with Velveteen Dream. I might talk about that in a bit. Can't wait to return Tommaso Ciampa and Walter to return at NXT. No one will survive, says Renzo. No, man. I enjoyed that match, so I say you're right. And yeah, it was refreshing, man. It was good. Not that I didn't rate the Shayna and Bayley match. It was okay. It was a Raw match, but that felt a little bit different, so I enjoyed that. My most 5-star match is Johnny Gargano versus Andrade Cien Almas. A lot of people will agree with you, man. I believe Dave Meltzer might have given that 6 stars. I believe. It was a great match. It really... Andrade had been in NXT for a long time before then, and had just sort of had opening matches with Cassie Sono at TakeOver and stuff like that, I think. Sean Spears, you know, what have you. And in a time when NXT was really good. And then we got that match, and it really opened my eyes to Andrade. Really did. Of course, there's Drew McIntyre, who's been attacked by Randy Orton, who took the title off Andrade, I believe. I think that's right. Great match, that. It is a great match. The Bruiserweight Pete Dunne, that I wish to return. Renzo, I love Pete Dunne to return. I'm a massive fan of Pete Dunne. I want Pete Dunne to retire Triple H at WrestleMania. I think that would be a wonderful storyline. But unfortunately, WWE doesn't like to give a proper push to younger people. They could have done that with Rhea Ripley. It's another great example. Someone they've got who they could push to the top, but they just won't do it. And actually, if you give young people that, then you might have a star for the future, a real star for the future. Randy Orton, there's an example of someone that they pushed when they was young. But how many guys have they done since? Drew McIntyre wasn't, because Drew McIntyre's already left WWE. I'm not saying he's old by any standard. I think he's on it around my age or a little bit older, Drew McIntyre. But like, he's not a fresh 22-year-old anymore, you know. And I wish that WWE would really sort of go, okay, let's just... And Pete Dunne's a dude, man. Pete Dunne's a dude, because I'm a big fan of wrestling in terms of in-ring action, and Pete Dunne is one of them guys. That's why I love Shinsuke. I love Shinsuke because he's got a really unique style that's believable. Same with Pete Dunne. You know, another example of someone that's got a really unique style. K-Quick is his Attitude Era, and thanks, Jack. You know I know nothing, man. Have you heard anything of the news of Matt Sydal, aka Evan Bourne? I haven't. Since Evan Bourne, he was a great high flyer, and he was selling at WWE. Then he was Ring of Honor or Impact Wrestling, but where he is now this year, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Evan Bourne, isn't he? I thought he was a WWE producer. Pulling it off the back of my brain, but I don't know if he was released during furlough or not. Pete Dunne versus Triple H at Mania with CM Punk as ref. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. I don't think it needs CM Punk, but yeah, fine. I know you love CM Punk, so you want him to be in everything. Sorry, Renzo, I don't know the answer to your question, I'm afraid, my friend. Hair. I look like Princess Leia now, man. That's proper bowling, isn't it? Nice. It's just taking its time to get into it, isn't it? I've run out of tea. Want me juice? Oh. Thank you all so much for joining us. I do appreciate it. I really want to see Evan Bourne and Ricochet to be a tag team as well. That'd be really good, dude. Evan Bourne, he's the guy that did that awesome sell for Shawn Michaels, isn't it? Where he did the super kick from a moonsault? No, not a moonsault. Shooting star press. That was Evan Bourne, right? Orange juice. Renzo, have you got any more videos coming out, dude? And what are you working on for the future? Let us know in the chat, and I'll quite happily shout it out here. Randy's got a mean promo again. Legend killer again. Well, Shawn Michaels didn't really sell for you, love. To be perfectly honest, Randy. Sold for you less than Drew sold earlier. That's right, Renzo. It was the RKO counter, not the super kick. Sorry, mate. Yes, that was a really good moment. I wasn't watching wrestling back then, to be honest with you, man. I sort of went from Attitude Era and then until fairly recently, really, about 4 or 5 years ago. So. Oh, observing stuff has just spoiled what's happening, I think. Keith Lee versus Orton. Is Keith Lee going to come out here? I mean, that's a wonderful interruption if it is. Wow. Whoa, did not expect this. Oh, why have they changed Keith Lee's music? Just keep it as a bask in his glory, that's really good. Why have they done that? Bask in his glory is a real good... Oh, they've given him generic music. Come on, guys. I mean, metal up the bask in his glory, that's fine, but don't kill it completely. Wow, this is a massive feud for Keith Lee's. I expected like Dolph Ziggler. This is great. Wow, awesome. Bask in his glory, Randy Orton. This is awesome. Keith Lee is offering Randy Orton an opportunity. I think that Keith Lee could really turn that bask into his glory and into a really great heel thing as well. I like the idea of it, actually. I like the idea of Legend Killer, but what about people that wrestle now? That's great. Game changer. Anomaly. On Raw. I like Keith Lee's delivery, man. I like the chill in it. Whilst at the same time really taking time over his words. Are we going to get this match right now? No, Randy's going to run away. Oh, let's have this match right now. Let's have this match right now. No, he's going to run away. Way too big. Way too big. Keith Lee was it. Nice. Maybe later. Randall. Can we not get something exciting? That was pretty exciting, though. Keith Lee just interrupted Randy Orton. Not Dolph Ziggler. Yes! Oh, dude, that could be awesome. Oh. Hello, Charlie Caruso. Wow. What do you all think of that? I was really excited for that. Don't apologise, observing it, don't matter. Andrade and Garza with the bachelor bird. Demi, that's the name. Yeah, she pointed Montez Ford. Are we still going with this story? Chuckles. Oh, who's Selena Vega fighting? Oh, that's exciting. I was really worried that with that lumberjack match happening, they'd just like use that as an excuse to not have any other women matches on, but we've had at least 2 now. Angel Garza, the ladies, man. Excellent. Sorry, I'm going to get through to all your comments. That backstage segment was really underwhelming after that wonderful sort of Randy Orton and Keith Lee thing, wasn't it? Cool. Yes, Keith Lee will be gonna be at main roster as Monday Night, as they announced on promo. Indeed, they did, but we didn't know when he was coming out. And I think that was I was predicting it'll be a match against Dolph Ziggler, and for him to be straight away thrown in a match with Randy Orton or in a feud with Randy Orton is showing that WWE have big things for him, which isn't always the case when NXT guys come up. Shinsuke was fighting Dolph Ziggler. Rude was fighting Dolph Ziggler, not sort of very first matches on cards, really. Randy Orton is as fast as treacle. Randall is. Keith Lee has a high voice for a big dude. Lol. Yeah, I enjoyed the way that he's like really. I haven't seen much of Keith Lee's promos on NXT. I enjoy the way that he's really taking time with what he's saying and sort of hanging on every word. But he does have a high voice for a bigger dude. Yeah, he does sound like he's like a monster. Oh, Bast in his glory. It's good, isn't it, Renzo? It's cool, man. Keith Lee's music players and commentary say, "Why is this Keith Lee?" Yeah, commentary a bit daft, aren't they? But if they didn't say that, they'd probably just say, "That's gotta be Keith Lee." Renzo says, and I'm also. Oh, thanks, mate. Have I missed what you said you was editing, mate? Evan Bourne, he did a shooting star press. Yeah. Oh, you're doing. Sorry, when you said Orange Juice, you're doing Orange Cassidy video. Nice, man. Nice. Yeah, everyone go check Renzo's channel out, man. He does some great Titantron like videos. Really fun to just. You want to listen to some music and put on some cool video editing on the background, check Renzo out, dudes. Honestly, does good work. I'm also editing for Katsura Shibita's video, but I haven't finished editing yet. That's really cool, mate. Katsura Shibita is one of the greatest New Japan Pro wrestlers, as he is. I don't know him, so I'll have to go check him out, Renzo. Observing stuff. I don't like Keith Lee's new music. No, it is awful. Observing. And don't start off with the greatness of the original one just to play the generic metal track afterwards. It's not even metal, is it? Generic Coldplay rock. Jesus. At least in the Thunderdome, them using the mics makes sense. Yeah, it is a lot better visually, isn't it? It does make a lot more sense. Do the match, Randy. Is this a Fallout show or a go home show? Yeah. I mean, it's exciting, and you know, I say I do the match. I don't necessarily want them to give me it, but it's exciting that I want the match. You know, that's what WWE need to do more these days, and that's great. Will there be underground tonight? I want a good laugh, says Observing Stuff. Yeah, you need to get out for your party, my friend. It is Observing Stuff's birthday today for everyone that's not been in chat since the beginning. So happy birthday to Observing Stuff. He's going out for a few bevies this evening, and he's going to be on the old gin and a lavender gin is what Parma Violets. Wow, we are getting Keith Lee versus Randy Orton. Rock and roll. No way. Cool. And you can do stuff with Drew McIntyre and all sorts of stuff, man. That's an interesting. I assume that's going to be main event. Oh, Observing leaves in an hour. Well, thank you for hanging around with us while you get yourself ready, put your makeup on. Coldplay and metal. Are you drunk? Not yet. I could be. I've got my juice. What are you drinking tonight? Observing Stuff. Andrade's come out in a white suit. Andrade is just like wearing the best outfits at the minute. Not interested in this Demi lass at all. The story they're doing with her, they should have just done with Charlie Caruso. Like, sorry, I forgot. We're in the Thunderdome. Didn't they have a wrestler that could have put in Demi Burnett's place? I mean, seriously. Oh, Street Profits. Is it going to be at least Montez Ford? It is Montez Ford. I'm not a massive fan of Angela Dawkins. Beer and whiskey. Ooh, I like a good whiskey. Oh, the cups are coming out again. They're going to change the name next week to the Young Cups. Not the Young Bucks, because they have money instead of cups. That's why you watch us. Beer and whiskey. That's awesome, man. Yeah, what type of whiskey are you into, my friend? Are you a big whiskey drinker? You're American, so I assume well, Jack's a bourbon, isn't it? If he was English, I'd just say Scottish or Irish. Jack would say Irish because he's got relatives. He's half Irish or something like that, I think. Hemp tails. I've never heard of that, my friend. Never heard of that. JD. In JD a bourbon? Oh, cups are falling into the crowd. Oh, I hate these little camera bits. Right, let's set up the match. They're going to say the smoke. I'm going to rip off my pants. No, don't do that. Oh, Kobe talks about wrestling. A shout there. Because the street profits are up and we want the smoke. I hate that line, man. I'm really getting to hate it. Why do they have to end everything in it? I get that it's a gimmick, but it just makes no sense. Mind you, at least I want a serious promo like last week's. Ford's looking a lot better than last night already. Awesome. I know you don't want to be on the screen, but does Damien, Damien on the Medinosaur on the Thunderdome screams? I mean, I'd like to think that I react more anyway when on these streams than half the audience does. What they need to do is they need to start figuring out who's in the audience is reacting really well and invite them back each time and start filling them out towards the front, you know. I think that's what they need to do. Ooh, knee from Gaza. Good. Oh, what? Who's having a match against Dolph Ziggler? Was that Montez Ford? Or Andrade? Why? Why are you having people wrestle on this wrestling show and Underground on the same show? I feel like Underground should be like half an hour at 10 o'clock. It should be Welcome to Raw Underground. We're staying there. Stop making it so jarring, man. Oh, nice missed dropkick there from Montez. Nice. Oh, Hansen's coming out. Oh, Ivar, sorry. That's his name now. Oh, he's going after the bachelor bird. With a turkey leg. Which is how you pull a girl, to be perfectly honest. Our lass is a vegetarian now. I'd offer her a broccoli. Not cauliflower. She don't like cauliflower. Can have a broccoli off me. I profess my love to you. Here's a small tree. Okay, I thought Angel Garza would let that get him defeated straight away, but apparently not. On the top turnbuckle. Yeah, Jack, do you know Renzo's channel? Can you drop a link in the chat to Renzo's channel for me, please? Wow, Ford gets it with a splash. Nice, cool. Yeah, Renzo's got a really good channel, so everyone check it out. I know this is off topic. It's all right, Mr. Wrestling Hand. But have you seen the Batman trailer? OMG, proving me wrong on a lot of things. Yes, I have seen the Batman trailer. Yes, it does look very good. I thought that he looks legit, and it seems like a very dark movie, which I'm all into, actually. So yeah, I enjoyed the look of it. I really wanted Nolan to do the Dark Riddler, to be perfectly honest. I sort of like one of them to do the Calendar Man as well. Do you know the Long Halloween story? Like, that's one of my favourite Batman stories, and I'd really love to see him do that. Or could we just have like a one-off series, just the Long Halloween? 12 episodes, one for each month, different villains. At least Byron Saxton's excited by the Street Profits. I don't know. I just not doing it, are they? Montez Ford is the... Thanks, Jack. Thanks very much, mate. Montez Ford is the best to do a frog splash so far. He's very good. Nyla and Shayna are together backstage. JD Sour Mash Whiskey, but it's also from Bourbon Tucky. Ah, right, cool. Thanks, Jack. Go to Renzo channel. More chicken legs. He was about to say 360 frog splash, but it's 180. Nice, just slapped the taste out of her mouth. I don't get where this is. I don't understand why would this has to happen. Oh, Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan's got her old gimmick back. Are the heels now? Isn't that weird? Liv is completely back to her old gimmick. without a blue tongue. Wow. Yeah, so Jack's put up a link to Renzo's channel. Guys, go check it out. It's a really good channel. He does Titantrons, so edits videos around him, and really good, man. Really good. So go send him some love. Some whole love. Thanks for doing that for us, Jack. Appreciate that, mate. I'm after Superman Red Sun being a movie. I haven't read Superman Red Sun. I can't stand Superman, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, cool. Right, I'm gonna go for a quick wee again. I'm just gonna leave you, Jack. This is your stream, my friend. Let's take that on. Hey guys, sorry about that. Sorry about peeing. Why am I even apologising? What do normal streamers do? Do they have like a BRB screen? Maybe I should do one of them. Go to Renzo's channel, indeed. Naya and Shayna are teaming. How long can they coexist? Hi Scott, thanks for joining us, mate. Nice to see you. Yeah, I mean it. Yeah, they break up very quickly, aren't they? But whatever. They ain't winning the tag titles, are they? Yeah. I'm hearing that Vince is trying to make Otis into a new Brutus the Barber beefcake. They didn't really do much with Brutus, did they? Really? I mean, I've got a Brutus figure because they look great. Yeah. I mean, I see the similarities, I suppose. Otis just doesn't feel legit at the minute, does he? At all. So, yeah, get rid of that briefcase off him. Should have given it to Sonya. For Mandy's contract or something like that, and then still give Sonya time off if she needs time off to sort stuff out with the legal proceedings that are going through now. That would have been good booking. Jack says he's Dom now. Dolph Ziggler versus Dolph Ziggler, 7-man hour match, WrestleMania. Yeah, that's Dom. I do tell him off. Yeah. Every time he says Dolph Ziggler's better than Shawn Michaels, I'm like people can have their opinion. That's fine, but come on, give us a break, kid. Give us a break. Wouldn't be surprised. What that Vince is sending him Otis into the Brutus Barber. Yeah, maybe Otis needs that. Maybe Otis needs some zebra print pants. You know, I don't know. He needs a t-shirt that can fit him. Breaking news, the big dog is back. Wreck everyone and leave. Should have just said squash everyone and leave. The way it made the Fiend look. Braun Strowman, who had the knife in his hand in a no DQ match. Dom come up with a great idea, actually. It should have been Zelina Vega's coming out. Zelina Vega looks very attractive this evening. And they're revealing a lot of the side of her skin on them pants. Enjoying. Wow. What was that? Where was I? Oh yeah, Dom had a wonderful idea. He was like, so it's Peyton Royce and Zelina Vega. It's the Iconics versus the Bianca Belair, and the Riot Squad. So they're the faces. Cool. Liv Morgan is back as Liv Morgan because the cat are interesting with her. Cool. They had, what was I saying? I'm losing my train of thought. All these beautiful women on my screen. So he had an idea when he had the knife, like, because he did the whole stupid cutting of the mat, which then made him lose because Braun Strowman just looked like an idiot in that match, to be perfectly honest. Wouldn't it have been great if, like Dom said, they had him cut off the mask? How interesting could that have been? Let's see what the Fiend is like without his mask. We all know it's Bray underneath, and that's fine, and we know what it'll look like. It'll look like Bray with black in his eyes, but is the mask the power source? Is the mask? I think there's some interesting stories you could have told there. What identity does he become without the mask? Does he remain as the Fiend? Is there something more sinister about Bray Wyatt when he's got the mask on? I think there's so many interesting things. Do you have a second mask underneath it, so he peels back the mask and the Fiend mask is underneath it? So many interesting stuff. Do you have it as a muscle mask like Hellraiser? You know, Frank, something like that. Oh, cool, man. That's cool. That's cool. Right, Liv Morgan is starting off against Billie Kay. Wow. And it didn't last long, thank goodness. Pitt and Wright has tagged in. Thank you all so much for joining me. It's awesome having you here. Can't believe Observing Stuff's still here when it's his birthday. He's supposed to be having a good time. Happy birthday, though, dude. That is awesome. Ruby Wright's hair's looking nice with the yellow at the bottom. Oh, nice kick there from Billy into Ruby Riott. Oh, we've got the arm wrestling competition tonight. Billie Kay and Peyton Royce are working really well as a tag team at the minute. Got some really good tag team moves. Here's Vega, who's so underrated. I mean, surely the story here is Zelina and Bianca. I do feel sorry for Ruby Riott. Real talent. She should be back in NXT. You could have her go for the women's title right away, and it'd be great. Her versus Io Shirai. Give me that match right away. Be great. Have a tag team with Shotzi Blackheart. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Okay, Bianca Belair no sells for Zelina. Cool. Here we go. She's in. I love her hair whip, man. It's great. Love that. Like, she doesn't really do it as much now, but I suppose I've got to save it for the big stuff. Great Hurricanrana into a standing cartwheel. Brilliant. Brilliant. I could watch these wrestle for a long time. High up. Nice. Slamming her down to the mat. The EST of NXT. Great. Standing moonsault. Brilliant. Ah, that was really cool. Carrying on. All the tag teams have gone out. Give me Zelina and Vega. Zelina and Bianca, man. This is great. Torture Wreck. Man, KOD, that'll be it. Really good. They're really good wrestlers, both of them two, man. Not a lot of time. on TV, and yet they're making the most of it. You know, they've gone back with Liv's gimmick because no one cares. Great. Bianca and Zelina. Give me a singles match with them. Okay, so backstage we have Ricochet and Cedric Alexander arm wrestling. Okay. They're selling Mark Henry because Mark Henry needs the push right now. What? Whatever. Why is Mark Henry officiating it? Oh, MVP's come out. I quite like this, the idea that MVP is really going after Cedric. Ooh, MVP versus Ricochet, is that what we're gonna get? I'll be down for that. Good for MVP, man. He's done really well recently. The one and only, the main event is Ricochet. As in he's on the main event. Went on a little bit too long, but it's an interesting story. I like the constantly going after Cedric. Interesting. Let me catch up on chat. Thank you so much, everyone, for staying in with us. Glenn Hunt's joined us. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, Glenn. Lovely to see you, my friend. I'm sure there'll be something good, but I'm going to read everyone else's comments first. Thought I had COVID this afternoon, but turns out I was just thirsty. I'd be a bad doctor. Indeed, you would. I'm a bit colourblind, so today working out what the green light is at my gym was fun. Cool, dude. It's been a long weekend of wrestling. That was much for sure. Glenn Hunt, Monday night, Raw, B+. Good show tonight. Won't tell. Need to work on storyline. New. Very good, Glenn. Thank you so much for joining us, dude. Yeah, a B+, good show. I'm enjoying it, actually. I know I've moaned about a few things, but generally the show's passing by pleasantly. I don't feel like last week where I was ready to throw myself out of the window here. Yes, it's not bad tonight. So far, Raw's better than SummerSlam. Yeah. Although they were great matches with Bayley and Asuka. Great. But yeah, it has, hasn't it? I mean, there's been some surprises. And I wish they'd take a risk and just like let Keith Lee have been a surprise. Can you imagine us all freaking out if we didn't know that Keith Lee was on the show when his music played against Randy Orton? That would have been massive, man. Massive. But there we go. I understand the reasoning for it. I understand that they want to get people to watch the show. Fair enough. I wonder how the ratings will do. I assume the ratings will do quite well this week with them announcing that Keith Lee, as well as it being the post-show to Summer Slam. We're getting Roman Reigns on Raw on SmackDown on Friday? I assume so. But he might just show up at big pay-per-views. Really sort of get some heat on him. Cool. Got 6 people watching. Thank you all so much for everyone that's joined us. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying what you're seeing. And, and hit the like button. It really helps people see the video. I don't know how many likes we've got. How many likes have we got? I need to go off it. Cool. 6 people watching. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, 7 likes. Nice, nice. Oh, a surprise Keith Lee entry. Excellent. Yeah, it would be great. And his music's rubbish in it. Why have they done that? Who said that was a good idea? That's a Vince call, in it. Well, I don't know about his music. People won't like that. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do, dude. The dude, indeedy. Aye. Cool. So NXT, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do NXT on Wednesday, but I'm going to definitely try to do Thursday AEW, and so yeah, join us for AEW on Thursday. Even if you don't watch AEW, like or you've not watched it before, you've got opinions on sort of the storytelling and stuff like that. Come and join us, watch it with us, and see what you think. You know, it's a great product, man. It's a great product. Mind you, this has been a decent Raw, so cool. And then Friday, I can't do it, but Dom might do it. Who knows? And Payback, I assume we're gonna do, but I need to talk to Dom about that. So, yeah, I'm hoping we'll be able to do it together. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. It's always great having you all in chat, though, and just chatting with us. I do appreciate you all. Here we go. So, Mark Henry in the middle of the ring with the Battling Robots game. They should do that, man. There we go. Just have Apollo Crews and Lashley battle it out of a battle bots to see who's the best. Oh, sorry, I've missed a couple of your messages. Retribution will only work big pay-per-views like WrestleMania or Saudi show. Retribution. I mean, there should be. Yeah, are they going to interfere tonight? They haven't done anything yet, have they? Kwame has joined us in chat. Hello, Kwame. Hope all is good, my friend. I'm gonna watch Takeover tomorrow, my first event solo in weeks. Cool, dude. Yeah, it has been a fun few weeks, hasn't it, Jack? Had a good time. It's been good for the channel as well. There's been a lot of people that are joining us, and you know, it's great. Like people stay, people go, people say hello at times. More people watch the videos afterwards and stuff. You know, it's really cool, man. It's really cool. Obviously, we've got our Facebook and Twitter. Go check them out. Jack does a great job of running our Facebook for us. Really funny stuff on there, man. Really good. Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Yes, please. That's why I should be booking. Oh, so Cruz versus Lashley is at Payback. That makes sense. That's the the one of match that I'm happy is like they're just sort of doing it. Get it done, you know. Kwame says Raw is great today. You know what, dude? I've really enjoyed it as well. I think it's been really good. It's easy to watch, man. It don't feel like last week, does it? You know what I mean? Here's Mark Henry. Mark Henry as ring announcer. Awesome. Apollo Crews is looking suave and so yeah, this is a it's been a really good Raw. I don't like Keith Lee's new music. The Shane and Nia stuff is just a bit confusing. It's just a bit all over the place, isn't it? I want to beat you. I want to be friends. I'm going to beat you. Slap. Oh, weird. Like a really bad marriage. Yes, very good. Great during lockdown, I'd say. You know what, Jack? I'd agree. I think it's been really good. And I've been well down on WWE recently. The only person on YouTube to give SummerSlam a bad review. That's me. Here we go. Apollo Crews is out. He's got a t-shirt now. Good for him. Do we like the t-shirt? No, I don't. Okay, so Mark saying it's good that they haven't come out with everyone. This is good. I like it. I like the way that Bobby Lashley is the last boss of Hurt Business. And I sort of hope he does take the title, I'll be honest. I'd quite like him to be built up as this person who you have to go through Shelton and MVP to get me. That'd be quite cool. Jack, give it a bad review too. Yes, you did, Jack. And I did appreciate your review, my friend. I did. Thanks so much for joining us, Kwame. I hope you're enjoying it so far. Sorry, there's not a lot to say because there's not a lot going on. There we go. We're getting into the arm wrestle. Oh, they're doing the whole thumb thing. Taking his jacket off instead. They've got the Hurt Business shirt on. That's like gold and shiny. Looks a bit like a Sasha Banks shirt, I'll be perfectly honest. I'm in. Sounds like Dragon's Den, for God's sake. Yeah. Apollo Crews just beat him. Apollo Crews just absolutely thrashed Bobby Lashley. I even missed it. It was that fast. And here we go. We're getting the fight. Oh, he tried to lift him up, but Apollo, no, beat his way out. Kick. Ah. Hurt Business have come out, so Apollo's flips over the other side. This feels good, man. Even though this feels like it's gone on forever. Prediction, straight away for you all. Apollo Crews is losing that title on Sunday. Definitely, for Bobby Lashley. Yeah, he's come out on top on this section of Raw, so this is the final point where Apollo Crews has gone. But I'm good with that. I think the title on Bobby Lashley would be good. Yeah, of course, we've got Dominic to come up, so we'll see if he's learned how to wrestle in 24 hours. Arm wrestling segments, very, very little. No, dude, I'm not a fan of them, but I was fine with that. Actually, it was pretty quick. Yeah, that's fine. Looked like MVP got his finger hurt or rest. Catch you guys later. Thanks for the birthday wishes. Observing stuff. Have a wicked night, my friend. If I could buy you a drink, I would, dude. Just have a freaking awesome night, my friend. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much for joining us. I do appreciate it, man. No worries and happy birthday. Lashes will win, I agree. Yeah, I think so. It sort of makes sense, doesn't it? So we're seeing a recap from SummerSlam. Ray with no eye there. I'll have an eye back in a second. Yeah, people love this match, man, online. Mad. People were saying this was better than Adam Cole and Pat McAfee. I was like, it was just all dressing, man. I really wanted to see Dominic wrestle. Kwame says, Jack, last night Roman Reigns returns, which makes SummerSlam better than Raw. Are you a fan of Roman Reigns, my friend? Please do that. I'm not a massive fan. I didn't like the way it destroyed the Fiend as well. And I also really don't like the way they didn't use Alexa Bliss in that final match, because I think the reason they didn't do it is because they wanted Reigns to be the big surprise, and I get that, but they introduced Bliss as an interesting part of this story and then did nothing with it. And I fear on Friday on SmackDown, like I say, I won't be able to do that watch along. I fear you're going to see Bliss in some sort of. She's just back to with Nikki and nothing ever happened. Rubbish. Are you looking forward to Payback, Kwame? Be awesome to hear. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Kwame. It's cool. Oh, okay. Ray and his wife and little Dominic. The Mysterio family. A new faction. Is it Angie Mysterio, did you say? Nice one, Kwame. So is Roman your favourite wrestler, dude? If it is, I'm pleased that he's back for you, dude. I wonder how he's come back. Like, I wonder if WWE's done something to make him feel more safe. He didn't give Seth hell. He did nothing. Oh, everyone can agree. Not on here, Charlie. Not on here. Charlie, I was absolutely terrified, but I knew no matter what, I had the family in the corner, and that's what gave me the courage to go back out there and do what I had to do. Emotion, Dominic, emotion. It must have been good. Hope he wins on Sunday. I remember the rumor at my school was Ray was dating Jennifer Aniston. That's certainly not Jennifer Aniston, is it? How's he going to do what? I've lost it. I love you, Dominic. I love you. Yeah, it's a bit weird that they're giving us this big moment of him sharing the ring with his son on a Raw. Well, it's fine. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, breaking news. Oh, it's happening. I was worried this match had happened. Triple threat, guys. Triple threat. Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt. What are you doing? Oh, bask in his glory. Oh, what are you doing? One day Seth will have a family. One day Becky? Yeah, indeed. What are they doing? Jack, what are they doing? No build needed. No build needed for Fiend versus Seth versus Braun. Roman's winning the title. Dom is going to be livid. He's going to be livid. Why did they even give the title to the Fiend? Isn't the Fiend versus Roman a match? Why do we have to have a triple threat for everything? Triple threats are what you do when we're bored of seeing two people fight the same fight all the time. Wow. Big news there, guys. Big news there. Oh dear. thank you all so much for joining us. I do appreciate it. If you haven't already, if you could like the video, it really helps us out and lets more people see that at least some people are enjoying the stream that we're doing. And if you enjoy the video, if you want to subscribe and join us for more watch-alongs, we've got interviews on the channel as well. We've interviewed Drew McIntyre recently, Deonna Purrazzo, Eddie Edwards, Impact champion, a couple of other WWE ones, and then a couple of UK wrestlers, Adam Maxted, a couple of gamers, Garson's Gaming and Scott J01 have done interviews on our channel. So if you fancy checking out a new channel that you've not checked out before and you want to subscribe to us, it'd really help us out. So cool, help us grow, help our little wrestling community grow. I don't think they know what they're doing. No, I don't think they're doing it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe it is heel Roman. That's what they want. And if that's the case, then fair enough. Because they're really going to get heel Roman if Roman beats the Fiend in a triple threat a week after he beat Braun for it. That's really going to give Roman a lot of heel heat, and maybe that's what they want. If they do that, then maybe that is good storytelling. You know what I mean? But fans are going to flip. Like I said, maybe it is great. It all just seems a little bit quick though as well. WWE made Roman attack Braun and the Fiend short. There is no protection for Roman. Yeah, man. He's certainly going to have the odds stacked against him. But then, who's the face and who's the heel? I suppose that's what's interesting about the match. Actually, one of the things that might be really interesting about the match is we're going to finally see where they all fit on the heel face spectrum. Because people are saying, well, Roman was a heel when he returned. Braun's become the monster. The Fiend's turned face. So it'd be interesting. I think that would be a really good match, actually, if they're going to use it to show people where they are. Natty and Lana, I really like this because they both really annoy me. The best of all time, not the best in the world. Hashtag boat. Not greatest of all time, best of all time, boat. Natty, don't be like showing appreciation to Mickie James, who you absolutely buried last week, and WWE buried by having it ruined by Seth coming out. Lana's top looks cool. Okay, Natty's put a reel together. This should be fun. She worked really hard on it. She didn't. She was too busy playing with the cats. Oh, there's nothing. Retribution? And here comes Mickie James. Yeah, go on, Mickie. Some fire in there, man. Good. Nice. Oh, that's revealing. Lana's dress. Bit too much for a Monday night. I mean, it was better than last week. Still not a lot of time for Mickie James. Oh my word, we are actually getting Keith Lee versus Randall Orton. This is mad. This is great. Dom is going to so regret not watching this Raw. Oh, is it? Oh, Shane O'Mac's guarding Raw Underground and Hurt Business have just gone in. Hey, I need to get my kicks, Shane. I need to get my kicks. Shane's like the drug dealer of WWE Underground, apparently, letting people in as he sees fit. Oh, I need my fix, man. I need my fix. I need to go destroy someone. We need a squash match. I hope they do something interesting with Underground this week. I really do. There's been moments where they've had something there, and I hope that it really needs to start paying off. Just like Retribution. Retribution's going to interrupt Keith Lee and Randall. Is that our main event? No, it's not. They're interrupting Dominic and Ray and Seth and Buddy, and that's why we're getting that match on Payback on Sunday. There's my call. Cool. So you've got 2 matches there where you can introduce Retribution, annoy people, and stuff like that, and save matches from being shown on Raw. Dom's quite an excellent host too. He's all right. Hang on, why is Lana from an American accent now? Yeah, because her husband's no longer in WWE, so they've got no need for a Bulgarian manager or Russian manager. Natty is a cat person like me. I'm also Bret Hart's niece. Nice, Jack. Nice, dude. Who's that bloke at the underground door? I can't remember his name. Dom posted it on our Twitter a while ago. I can't remember his name. Aguada? No, sorry, can't remember his name. He's a big dude though, very big dude. I think I'm gonna go to the toilet quickly. Bear with me, guys. Sorry, I'll be back in a minute. Jack, this stream is yours. Oh. Hey up. He's back. Cool. So tonight's review, I'm going to do a little bit quicker. Just thinking, I assume you'll be knackered by then anyway, Jack. But I'm going to do it a lot quicker tonight because Sarah will be up like not long after. So I'll probably update the thumbnail and that afterwards. Glad you enjoyed the review from last night, though, dude. Yeah, I thought it was at least a good review. And I think that we gave reasons for our reviews. It's just not everyone else thought it was amazing. It's weird. I am back, Kwame. Nice to see you, dude. You're back. How did you find out about us, man? I think this is your first time here, if I'm not mistaken. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I do appreciate it. It's always fun having wrestling chat and speaking to people who enjoy different wrestlers. It's all good. All got different opinions, which is awesome. You excited for Keith Lee and Orton? I think that's going to be great, dude. Right, we're in Underground. And Bobby Lashley is getting his kicks, beating a guy with skinny jeans on. And he's dead. He's dead. And my hair's a mess. Very impressive, Mr. Lashley. Dolph Ziggler's got in against Lashley now. Okay. I'm the best, and I recommend the Wrestle Story on Twitch and here. Indeed, thank you, Jack. Wrestle Story are awesome. Okay, Dolph and Bobby Lashley in Raw Underground. You can't beat Bobby Lashley before his match on Sunday. But then at the same time, Dolph just getting buried. Oh well. At least it gives a bit more fire to Lashley. Okay. The camera cuts are awful. The zooming in's terrible. Oh my god, he bumped his head on the wall. Okay, they're just sending people into Lashley for him to kill. He's just murdered Dolph Ziggler. They've changed the setting, haven't they? Obviously, they're in the arena now, so Underground's being filmed in a different place. Feels a bit too clean. Needs to get a bit of set dressing on that. Needs to feel a bit more like a club. Here we have Randy Orton. This is going to be Randy Orton versus Keith Lee. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. We've got another hour to go of Raw. What else have we got to do? So we've got 3 matches. We've got the Lumberjack match with Sasha and Asuka. We've got this with Keith Lee. And we've got Rey Mysterio and Dominic versus Seth and Buddy. I mean, don't all them matches sort of sound like pay-per-view level? There's got to be some shenanigans. Got to be a lot of shenanigans here. This is pretty cool. I mean, it's a good way to keep me interested for the final hour of Raw, definitely. Beating a guy in skinny jeans, he must have been Batista. Yeah, he must have been, dude. He must have been. So I assume Drew's getting involved in this after being destroyed at the start of the match. Or at the start of the night, sorry. You know, I feel like that, honestly, I feel like that's a really solid 3rd hour. I wonder what the numbers will be. Groovy. 8 people watching. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Hope you are enjoying the show tonight. I think it's been a really fun show. I preferred tonight to SummerSlam, to be perfectly honest. Been great. Been really cool. What do you guys think? Oh, he's got the pyro again. Oh, this has got to be a dodgy finish. Unless Randall just beats Keith. So Randall's got to look strong for payback, hasn't he? Have they actually announced that yet? I assume it's happening. Randy versus Drew. Let's listen to this music again. Why are boos being piped in? Oh, that music's terrible. Why do they have to change things? Like, they just change it for the sake of it. It's Ginny's birthday today, so that's awesome. And please, you can join us on her birthday. Don't know if I don't like them, but there aren't. Sorry, Jack, missed what you're talking about. It is 3 in the morning though, so I understand your if you made a mistake typing. Here we go. This is great. This is great. This match is actually happening. Cool. I mean, I sort of wish it was Ciampa, I'll be honest. I would have done it the opposite way, you know. I would have had Ciampa come to Raw this week. But he's on NXT on Wednesday, and he's returning to NXT. Can you imagine Tommaso Ciampa versus Randy Orton after their entire Twitter feud and stuff? Wow. Oh, jumping over. Go on, Keith. He's a real sports entertainer, man. The way that he just like stops to look and smile. Great. Kwame says Keith Lee will feel his first RKO. Yeah, I think so. I can't see Keith Lee winning, I'll be honest. Just because I think Randy needs a win before Payback. If not, it makes no sense, does it? I know it sort of makes no sense but Keith Lee losing against Randy Orton is it's not like they're burying him. He's fighting Randy Orton, and look at this. He's crushing Randy Orton, and Randy's loving it because he don't have to do out back from cell. Oh, overhead belly to back. Wow. Typing on my phone. That's all good, dude. There are too many lasers in Keith's entrance, I think. Yeah, I quite like green lasers, but I agree. There's too many. There's just too many. They're overdoing it with all the lasers at the minute, though. Ever since one of the Saudi shows, they must have bought a load of lasers with the money, and they're just really overpowering, man. Really overpowering. I'm a lighting designer by trade, so I would notice stuff like that. Oh, so Jack thinks that Ciampa was offered to go to Raw a year ago, but turned it down. Yeah, fair enough. I would as well. Well, he was on Raw for a little bit in a tag team with Johnny Gargano when there was feuding on NXT. Well played, Vince. Idiot. And Keith Lee is battling out the chokehold. He's got the sleeper, but he's standing up. Looking like a beast, Keith Lee. Nice. At least to letting Keith work a lot with Randy. Avalanche into the corner. Ducks a clothesline. And goes for the crossbody. Nice. Randy Orton is getting beat up here. But Keith Lee isn't getting out of an RKO, my friend. He is not. Launch Randy Orton. Got his arm caught on the bottom rope though, so he didn't fly out like he wanted to, I don't think. Oh, hits the chest. The dripping DDT. Nice. Wow. Can't believe we're getting this match for free. This might just end up no contest because Drew might come out. Here he goes, and he's setting up for the RKO. Here we go. Kwame says, I'd love to see Undisputed Era on Raw. Dude, that would be awesome. Here's Drew. Throwing the match out. It makes sense. It makes sense. You keep Keith Lee fresh. You set up the match for Payback. Fine. We'll also point out that it looks like Drew is getting the better of Randy Orton, which generally means that they'll lose at the pay-per-view. And I really think this is Randy's time. Oh, is he? Where's Keith Lee doing? He's teleported. Keith Lee, Fiend's girlfriend, confirmed. Why aren't they doing something with him celebrating with Keith Lee? Like, really give him the rub. Wow. This has been a really good show. How have WWE written a really good show? A cage match for Randy versus Keith. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. It'll happen in the future. I mean, but that look, I don't mind finishes like that when it makes sense, and that made sense. Eh? What's Cena doing back? Oh, is this the WrestleMania 36? I need to watch this, man. I bet that's so interesting, man. I'll watch the trailer. I'll watch the trailer. I'll watch the actual episode. But people have been saying it's really good, so I'm quite excited to see it. I mean, really, they've put in, considering they had such a short time to do it. You look at like the trucks that Becky come in and you think, wow, that would have been a really good sort of entrance ramp truck coming down for Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. That would have been really cool. Wow. Drew celebrated with a deep fried Mars. Then he's Scottish today, then, is what you're saying, Jack. Exactly what you're saying. We've got 6 people watching. Thank you so much to everyone that's watching. If you are in chat, say hello if you want. It's all good. If not, you can lurk in the background. That's all rock and roll. I'm really enjoying Raw tonight. Wow. I'll end up doing I will have a review on the channel that'll come out later on. After we do the live stream, we always go straight into a review. If you don't want to stay up, that's cool. We do a lot of chatting with people in chat, but we do it after the review. We do a 20-minute review, and then we'll go straight into sort of a bit of chat, and you guys can ask any questions you want and stuff like that. But if you see that it's an hour video and you want to watch it tomorrow, don't be afraid to click on it, because it'll only be a 20-minute review or 10-minute review. And there's going to be a lot of positives, I think, to speak about tonight. It's going to be interesting. Enjoying a Raw. What the devil? It's been a while. It's been a while. We've had 241 people come in. That's really cool. Really cool. Thank you all so much. I do appreciate that. Observing stuff, spent a long time with us. That was cool. Alex at the start of the stream. I miss Dom as I'm stuck in his knife drawer. That sounds Oh, Maven's got a different opinion to Anthony. So Jack, yeah, he misses Dom. Are we on about Dom or Dominic Rey Mysterio? Maven thinks that was such a trash debut for Keith Lee. I'm sorry, Maven, I disagree with you. I think it was a brilliant debut for Keith Lee. What it was a match against Randy Orton, which is exciting. He was never getting the win because it needs to set up for Drew McIntyre, and by actually throwing the match out, I felt that they saved that story and saved Randy looking weak and saved Keith Lee looking weak. I thought it was done all right. Whoa, Maven is going to go on a rant about it, and you can join Maven's rant after Raw. They will be on Twitch. That's the Wrestle Story on Twitch. That's who we joined for a SummerSlam party last night. Maven, Gleen, and her father, Mr. Gleen, who Dom was for some reason calling Glenn. I had no idea what that was about. Dom's got some weird gimmicks, I tell you. WWE Thunderdome has over 17 million pixels, over 3,000 LED powers, 7,500 watts of HDX lasers, and over 6 million BTUs of flames. BTUs. I heard of that before. 3,000 LED boards. That's a lot. They're all different quality as well, which is always quite interesting. I really thought someone was going through one of the other screens because it was of lesser quality last night, but it didn't end up happening. I'm going to yell about it, not like you, says Jack. Yeah, we're getting a Maven rant on Wrestle Story tonight. So go join them if you can. It'd be interesting to. I will check out your opinions, Maven. It's interesting. I thought it was really good, personally. In fact, I've enjoyed this show more than I did SummerSlam, to be perfectly honest. I didn't get the whole Shane and Nia thing. That was just junk. Oh, and Maven. Have you seen this? You see what event they're having at Payback? Triple threat, Roman, Braun, and Bray. I think Bray's losing the title after a week. It's rubbish, isn't it? BTU is to measure heat. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Cool. So there he was with it. My goodness, I just went and zoomed in on that knife, and it was proper like not how a knife looks. That would have been a safety blade, I assume. Should have cut the mask off. That would have been a real interesting story. Oh, they showed the one where he connected onto the mat because it was the only one that he actually did. I don't think either of the Sister Abigails went onto the actual wooden ring. And there's the Fiend celebrating his win. And the crowd go mild. Passing the title. I want my toy. Where's my toy? And there's Roman Reigns. Ruining everyone's day. Giving everyone a smile with them teeth. Doo-doo. 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 Yeah. I have so many things to yell about tonight. Well, if you join the Wrestle Story, you are getting Maven rants. Payback, Reigns, the Fiend, Strowman. What are they doing? What are they doing? Braun's going to eat the pin. Braun's just a geek anyway, so it doesn't matter. Braun cut open the ring mat to lose on it. It just looks like a nerd, doesn't he? That is the only reason he's in the match. Yeah, I've been terrible. Mr. Wrestling Hands is upset. Welcome. If you haven't met Mr. Wrestling Hands, Kwame, he's one of Dark Order. Oh, hang on. What's Drew saying? We won't fight in your battles, Drew. He's trying to have a match with Randy Orton. He was making his big Raw debut. Tried to end his career with them 2 punts. One of them didn't even hit you, love. Randy Orton's just attacked him. Oh, another punt. Oh, Drew, you plonker. Actually, I think Drew might win because Randy's just beat him up several times tonight, hasn't he? Randy should win, I think. Interesting. It's Harry Potter. Rock and roll, let me get back to your comments. So sorry. I can't believe they changed Keith Lee's theme music. Damn it, Vince. You had one job. You had one job, Vince. Yeah, they changed the theme music. It's rubbish. Oh, bask in his glory. Dum 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 bum 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 bum. Coldplay, rock, background noise. Rubbish. Yeah, it's really rubbish. That's what they do, man. No, they feel that they need to repackage him and they don't. But Keith Lee cuts him in promo, man. I really like his staring off into the distance. And I say, it's really cool, really good. Seth makes me love all the heels, says Kwame. Yeah, Seth is great. Seth is wonderful. I'd rather if he came out to Never Gonna Give You Up. What, Keith Lee? Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be really fun. Yeah, it would be silly. Maven Glean says, lol, 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 lol. I don't know what you're laughing at, but I'm glad it amused you. That punt missed by years. Yes, it did. It did indeed. Punt. Where's the punt? Yes. No, I've enjoyed tonight. I've enjoyed tonight a lot. Stupid changing his music though. Yeah, really stupid. Mr. Wrestling Hands has come back. I'm calling it. Keith Lee is going to be dancing with New Day in a month. You didn't like that, did you? Maven didn't like that either, Mr. Wrestling Hands. I didn't mind it. He had a... Look, honestly, what I thought Keith Lee was doing tonight is fighting Dolph Ziggler, a la Shinsuke or Bobby Roode. And actually, they put him in a big match against one of the big stars. I was saying to Jack Elliott, it would have been a bit more sense to have had that exact spot happen, but with Tommaso Ciampa, because of sort of Randy and Tommaso Ciampa's feud going on. That would have been quite interesting. But whatever, that's what we got. So, big match. And look at the end of Raw. I mean, we've got Keith Lee versus Randy Orton. That's like a pay-per-view match that I'd love to see. You've got Asuka and Sasha, which we know was one of the best matches at SummerSlam. And then we've got main event Dominic, Seth, and Ray, and all them lot. Which, fine, I'm not that... But again, it is a pay-per-view level match. I mean, it feels like they're really sort of trying to do the best for this Raw. I thought the Randy angle was quite clever. I don't mind the no finish because it keeps both guys looking strong and makes me want to see it in the future. I don't think he'll be in the New Day. I think that's a bigger match and a big even with the finish than giving him Dolph Ziggler and having or giving him in a match, man. I mean, Shinsuke did like promo week after week after week against Dolph Ziggler, and then we got a disappointing match at Backlash. It's my sort of opinion on it. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Jack says he'd be okay with them being in the New Day. I mean, yeah, I think he'd be fun, but yeah, we'll see. I'd quite like to see him with Big E though. That would be fun. But obviously he's on Raw, as opposed to SmackDown. I wonder if SmackDown's getting someone new this week. Obviously they're just... Well, mind you, you've got the Roman just come back, so maybe that's the big catch for SmackDown. You don't want anything overshadowing that, do you? Many people sing Keith songs with him. Not anymore. You can sing the very start. Who's bleeding in the brain? Who's bleeding in the brain? Oh, Tom Phillips, come on. Sell it, love. Oh, it's Drew. Drew's got bleeding on the brain. Bit extreme, innit? Why don't you just have him lose his eyes? Something mild like that. Bleeding on the brain really isn't something to... I don't know. It's just a bit rough, innit? Just a bit rough. That happens to people and they die from it. Probably let's not make a storyline from it, but whatever. Sasha Banks, cool. Excited for this. Oh, Maven, Liv Morgan's back to her old gimmick. Yep. Beautiful singing, just beautiful lol. I feel that the lol at the end sort of takes away from what you were saying, Maven. But thank you. All the lumberjacks are out. Awesome. Lumberjack match don't work. Keith should be going after the or change his theme to cult of personality. You just love yourself some CM Punk. You just want any sort of CM Punk references in WWE, Jack. No, I don't respect that. Mr. Wrestling Hands joined Dark Order himself says Keith should be going after the US title to get him rolling for the world title match down the line. And if King of the Ring comes back, I can see the limitless Keith Lee. So it's based on Jack's at Payback because that makes no sense. Whatever. Keith's going for the US title against Apollo. I mean, Apollo's a face and Keith Lee's a face, so I think that would be difficult anyway. Keith Lee would definitely have to win that match. Well, for sure, you'd have to, wouldn't you? Lasers, too many lasers. Keith Lee would have to win that match, so you'd have to take the title off Apollo. I tell you what, Mr. Resonance, you are right, I think. But what you do is you give the title to Bobby Lashley on Sunday, and then you have a feud with Keith Lee and Bobby Lashley. There you go. In that, I mean, the whole advertising on Raw thing was silly anyway. But can you imagine if like he hadn't advertised and he just come out during that Randy Orton segment? People would be losing their minds. It was a surprise to me when he come out for the Randy Orton thing. I didn't expect him to go into that. It was cool. And then it was an even bigger surprise when his music was naff. Maybe SmackDown gets Dijakovic. Maybe. It's a good booking, Maven. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, colourful pyro for Asuka. Nice. Nice. Like an Art Deco mask as well, that one. Excuse me. Many people loves that theme. Indeed, to do, man. Bask in His Glory is such a good theme, and they've ruined it with this horrible generic rock. Drew Brainbleed. I doubt it, said Jack. Yeah. Is it going too far? I feel like bleeding of the brain isn't something that you want to joke about. And here's the problem when they go in areas like that. Like, if you know someone who's had bleeding on the brain, which can obviously leave like really, really difficult circumstances and real serious real life things, issues, then it just becomes a bit too real, you know. Looking forward to this match, even though it's a stupid lumberjack. Sasha just went against Ruby Riott. Why aren't they throwing her back in? Isn't that the point of a lumberjack match? Oh, they should all just beat up Bailey. That'd be great. Like Shayna. Shayna's out there. Oh, of course, because the match ain't going to be about Asuka and Sasha. It's going to be about Shayna and Nia. Cool, whatever. That is a face versus face. It is a face versus face. Brain bleed from 3 missed Punk kicks. Yikes. Yeah, no one's got brain bleed. No one's got brain bleed, but it's just too much of an angle for me. But whatever. So many missed punts. He's basically the Cincinnati Bengals. Let's see if that angers the American footballers in the audience this evening. Mr. Wrestling Hands, I can see Keith as the US champion, Dijakovic as the Intercontinental champion, and having them go at it at Survivor Series, champion versus champion. Ah, dude, good booking. Like they have the past few years in six-star match there. Dijakovic and Keith Lee always have good matches. So, yeah, I hope Asuka's okay. It did look like she was concussed last night. Apparently not. Apparently she's fine. She's all partying. And they've also just got Sasha out the ring and had her. You can have matches with you can have all the lumberjacks have some sort of thing, can't you? I wonder what they're doing right now. Are they wrestling right now for the fans in attendance? Interesting. I've not seen any sort of what their view is. I assume they're just watching the show like we are. But what do they do with the ad breaks? Do they say, "Oh, cut, just wait there"? Put on a bit of music. Do what AEW do on Fight, where they just put the AEW logo on. In my view, I think CM Punk is too overrated. True, he got the mic skills, but a lot of people keep saying they want him back, and then when it does happen, if he does come back and is not good in the ring, then slap your face. Not join Dark Order face, slap your face. Join Dark Order. Yeah, no, you're right, man. I don't know. The thing is, CM Punk was great, and certainly great. Paved the way for a lot of that indie wrestling scene. You put him in the ring with someone like Daniel Bryan or AJ Styles, and you get sort of because even if he's got a lot of ring rust and stuff like that, they can have matches with brooms. Seth Rollins, Adam Cole, these sort of guys. Put him in a match like that, then fine. Put him in a match against Brock Lesnar. I mean, could maybe shoot on each other. Brock would probably kill him. But don't put him in the ring against the Fiend or Braun Strowman. God forbid. Put him in the ring against someone that can actually put a match together and carry it by themselves if they need to. Cool. They boo him. Who are they booing, Kwame? Sorry, mate. I've missed where you are. From my experience live, they keep fighting but don't go for out big or pins. Yeah. Well, that's what sort of happens on AEW, as well. Even during the adversaries, they're not doing much. Or they'll do one big spot and my hair looks like Princess Leia again. Yes! Assie's getting beat here. The Lumberjacks are supposed to be there. What are the Lumberjacks doing? What happened there? It looked like Asuka was not going to go in the ring and then... Asuka kicks out. We've got 25 minutes left of Raw. We've only had one underground segment. We've had no retribution. One would assume retribution's in the main event so we get that match again at Payback. Oh, she's loving that DDT at the minute, and I'm loving that DDT at the minute. I'll always go for a jumpy DDT. Cool. Yeah, it sort of feels like that's become part of Asuka's offense. It's cool. Digging it. CM Punk, they'd boo him, yeah. I'd get a massive pop if you come back. Ant's hair completes me. Thanks, Jack. Going into the ankle lock. Asuka looks a little bit slower tonight, I will say that. Liv's asking if she's okay. Liv back in her old gimmick. Oh, see, Sasha's great, but like even that on Riot Squad looked really painful. Okay, we are going to find out what's happening with Drew. Oh, Asuka's just killing everyone. Natalia and... Asuka's throwing people at her. And they're all just... They're like zebras, just breaking made of glass. Because Asuka just pushes someone and they're all dead. What are you doing, ladies? Come on. I don't like lumberjack matches, man. Not like this. Flash, nice flash. CM Punk in his prime was amazing, but over the years, burning bridges and screwing people over, and lasting only 2 UFC matches, I don't know why people like Punk so much, and I thought Dark Order was strange. And you thought Dark Order was strange. I didn't watch enough of Punk, man. I'm sorry, dude. It's hard for me to comment because I've seen probably the best bits of Punk, I suppose. Shayna's got Baszler. Shayna's got Baszler. Baszler's got Bailey. Asuka ripping in that Asuka lock. Sending Sasha flying. Sasha just tapping. She's tapping. She just looks like a blue mess of hair. So we are going to find out if Drew's okay. How exciting. Maven says Dom and Ray versus Seth and Murph is going to be the main event tonight. Okay, then. It's not, because Retribution's going to interrupt and then we're going to get it on Sunday at Payback. And to be honest, that's the match they should have had last night, and then maybe they could have carried the match a bit more. Because that's basically what it was anyway, with all the silly spots they did. I just want to see wrestling. I want to see Dom be a wrestler. Show me a couple of moves, man. Show me a couple of moves. Asuka should take all the gold and call her the Golden Empress of Tomorrow. Yeah? You know, the only thing I've got with Asuka having all the gold, because this is one of the things that Mr. G called as well in our live stream, is I feel like it's a great idea calling her the Golden Empress, but if you give her all the gold, it's a bit soon after Becky Lynch, and I feel like the people holding all the gold should only really happen once every few years, and once every 5 years, really. Oh, he's in an ambulance. The Fiend's in there! The Fiend's in there! Don't drive off! Okay, Charlie Cruz is going to let us know about the brain bleed. More evaluations, not surgery. A close friend of Drew McIntyre who just said it wasn't about Keith Lee. Fortunately, Keith Lee. Fortunately. I really... I mean, it's a unique promo delivery, but I enjoy it. I really want him to start highlighting every time he says Lee, though. I seriously want Keith Lee to really emphasize all the Lees. Rock and roll. Did I finish off saying about years ago? Yeah, I did. Punk return will blow any roof off any building. WWE are currently very flush and need ratings. Yes, they do. I imagine they're going to pay him a lot of money for when them fans come back. A lot of money. Oh, I'll tell you on to Punk, and got conflicting opinions on Punk here. It's great. Andrew2980, welcome back to the channel, my friend. Hope all is good with you. You know who won at SummerSlam, right? Braun Strowman versus The Fiend. Am I allowed to spoil it? I won't spoil it. Oh, bless you. Yeah, man. We did a review on the channel. I know who won. Roman Reigns won. It's alright, dude. You can write what you want in chat, and people have had a day to watch it, I suppose. So if people aren't going to watch it now, then they're not going to be catching up on Raw, because we've all seen it on Raw anyway, haven't we, dude? Maven Gleam says, I miss Retribution. You do know when you're saying that there's something a little bit wrong. Aleister Black is back with one eye. Cavard, yes, he's got like his heel, Alice Black heel 10 tonight against Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens knocked on his door. Still going with that. And showed Aleister a video, and then a couple of minutes after him showing the video, he decided to freak out on the floor. And then blackmasked the hell out of Kevin Owens. The hull out of Kevin Owens, excuse me. Yeah, that happened. Maven, it'll get Razor Hayes back. Can't see this continuity lasting. No, I can't see a brain bleed going down very well, to be perfectly honest. At local medical facility, are there no hospitals near Amway? No, not to start with brain bleeds. Retribution came this close to taking Corey Graves' head off. Yeah, it was funny. Corey Graves is great though, man. Corey Graves put on some good matches, Kwame. Some seriously good matches. Jack knows who lost. The audience. Yes, the audience did lose. But generally, I've enjoyed Raw tonight. I don't know if it's because I'm talking to you guys. It seems like Maven hated it. Maven, did you notice like every SummerSlam review? I don't know if you watched any today. There was all like bigging it up big time. Weird, isn't it? Weird. Cool. We've got 11 people in stream. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. It is awesome having you all here. If you haven't already, Wrestle Story are in chat. They're really cool. Been having a couple of issues, a couple of down days with the YouTube. I've got a copyright strike on one of the videos for no reason whatsoever. Really rubbish. But we do a lot of videos with them. They're a really great channel. A father and a daughter talking about wrestling and giving their opinions and rants, and really entertaining. They are in chat now. Maven Glean's part of that, and it'd be awesome if you could go over and check out the stuff, see if you enjoy it, and if you do enjoy it, subscribe and send them some love. You know, they've had a couple of difficult days. At the minute, they're having to stream on Twitch. They will be streaming straight away after this is finished. I'll be streaming probably about 15 minutes after this finishes with a review. But you can always watch that the day after if you want, or whatever, you know. Thank you so much for joining us. Kwame, you've been a big part of tonight. Obviously you've kept with us for a long time. Whereabouts are you from, my friend? It'd be nice to hear. Oh, what part of the world? Cool. Maven says it feels like I haven't seen them in weeks. Yeah, saw the leader of them last night with Roman Reigns. Raw Talk has Dolph Ziggler, Keith Lee, and Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler. Rock and roll. Retribution, yes, I did. Retribution need to come back and do karaoke. Are we getting Raw Underground again? Is Bobby Lashley just tearing people up? Is it Cedric Alexander? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Why would Cedric go there? Okay, Cedric's dead. Cool. Shane's there. Hansen or Ivar, who's in a different gimmick from what he was earlier tonight. They need to sort this out, man. I thought we was getting Hansen this week. So he's not a Viker when he goes to Underground. He just puts on a pair of shorts. What's it? Why is it stopping? So Hansen just got beat. I'm guessing there was some armbar that I didn't see or something. We'll see what happens on Raw Underground. Let's see. Woo! I can't wait. Woo! Woo! Oh boy. We are getting Keith Lee versus Randy Orton at Payback. I'm down with that. I am down with that. Dude, Mr. Wrestling Hands, like you earlier, I don't know if you're still in chat, but you were saying how like that wasn't a big deal, but that's massive. That's a massive match. There's very few that come up from NXT and end up in a match against a caliber of that athlete. You know, you can look back at maybe Kevin Owens and maybe Finn Balor and stuff like that, but actually, to a point, they were just sort of in 6-man tag matches and stuff, really, in the first matches. And I know that obviously it was big for Finn later on, but and obviously Kevin Owens is different because of John Cena. But that's a massive feud to go straight into. Keith Lee, he's straight away entered the main title picture, and you can't have him go against a champion at the minute because he's a face. You can't have Keith Lee against Drew McIntyre; it just wouldn't work. Not in this, not especially not without a crowd, and even with a crowd, it'd be very difficult to get that working. Cool. Let's have a look. Yes, everything I've watched, people loved it. I don't even get it. I don't even, Maven. It was mostly bad. Yeah, I know. Oh, so we're talking about the SummerSlam review. Mad, innit? Mad. That's weird. Kwame enjoyed it. I'm glad that you enjoyed it, and you're from Ghana. Well, welcome from Ghana. It's nice to have Ghana's in Africa, I think. That's brilliant. Cool. Thank you so much for joining us, my friend. Oh, Seth gets pyro. Don't remember him having pyro last night. Cool. Glad you did, Kwame. Yeah, good. And we're getting the band Hanson. You know, Dom's a massive fan of Hanson, actually. Like recent Hanson. You just still go. Yeah. He went to see them last year and was like, "Oh, they're really good, and you should check them out." I was like, "I'm alright." Oh, the 10 Rail Rocky. Do up. Did you see Roman Reigns' new teeth after Bray Wyatt won the match and his new physique? Yes, I did. He's got some pearly white gravestones in his mouth. Good for him. I mean, he's taken the time off, hasn't he? He needs to. That's the right time to get them sort of things done. People have been real harsh. Your jawline's looking good from it. Right, so the Bellant run. Fine. We're not getting into this match. It's going to be this is the match we're getting on Sunday, I'm sure. And it's going to be a retribution karaoke contest that comes in and interrupts the match. Yeah, Randy Orton has made fun of it on Instagram, which Vince will hate because he hates wrestlers making their own stories. Hanson are still a thing. Do up, dip dap dap, do up, do lap dap, do bap bap do boo. Where? Ah, come on, show us what I actually did. Cool. Okay. Show us something, Dom. Show us something. And he'd done the old leg trip. He did that yesterday. 619. 619, sorry. 619. Dominic jumped off the top rope. Would have been nice to have seen something more like that last night. I suppose he did the frog splash, but he put his knees down as he was falling down. Yeah, they are just doing nothing while they add to one another. Rock and roll. Stephanie love that. Yes, she will, man. She will. I still wish that Braun Strowman still retain the title. Dumb thing about this match is how Braun Strowman never paid attention to the Fiend. Was sat down, ended up getting up and getting two Sister Abigails on wood. Yes, agreed completely. So I don't know if you've seen our review, Andrew, but my issue with that match is basically the whole Alexa Bliss thing was a really well told story in general, pretty much, and it didn't play into anything. They just dropped it. And this Friday at SmackDown, she's going to be back in a tag team with Nikki, and none of this is ever going to have happened. And actually, that made no sense because you introduced a really good story plot and did nothing with it. Secondly, Braun looked like an idiot. Dom came up with an idea actually on the stream. He was like, "Oh, he's going to cut the mask off the thing." And I was like, "That's brilliant. That's really interesting. Like, what is Bray Wyatt without the mask? Is he still the Fiend? Is he wearing a mask underneath? Has he got face paint underneath? Show some interesting. I think that could have been really cool, dude. Really cool. But again, nothing. Instead, he cut up the mat a little bit, so we can see the padding in the mat. Doing that a lot recently, aren't they? It's nice thick foam, that dude. And then he looked like an idiot because he just got Sister Abigail a few times, sort of on it, but actually his head was hitting the foam, so it looked a bit weak. And then Bray won. Hurrah! The person that doesn't need to win won. And then Roman Reigns came, and here we are at Payback. I just gotta laugh about it because I just think it's a bit daft, personally. But hey-o. Everyone likes what they likes. Everyone likes what they likes. I just think, wow, what a match to be having no build to. And surely a three-way match is something that you have after things with the singles have got a bit boring. And actually, the Fiend and Roman is a big deal match. Braun just looks like an idiot now because he's just been beat up by Roman and looked like an idiot in that match. Yes. I love karaoke, even though I can't really sing. Well, good for you, man. Go do it and go do some karaoke. I enjoy karaoke. I can't really sing. Just occasionally, it's nice to just get drunk and have a good time singing some songs, even though you can't sing. Don't matter. I'm real bad at gigs, actually. I sing a lot during gigs, and I feel sorry for the people around me. They must be thinking, "You're an idiot. Shut up." Must be love. What's this? Must be Monday Night Raw. Very good. The mask idea was cool. It was very cool. It was a very cool idea. And again, yeah, we didn't get it. Abigail showing up on the screens would have been another cool idea. But no, didn't get it. Damian Priest. That photo with Triple H with him in the hot tub. I don't get Damian Priest's character. Can you... Ciampa's back on Wednesday. Like I say, don't expect a Wednesday night stream, but if I do, then bonus, eh? But I will be back on Thursday to do AEW, I'm sure, and I think Dom will be on that one. I've took bumps in the ring that foam does now. Braun had the worst night at SummerSlam. He did, dude. He just looked like they've done nothing with him, have they? Right, Seth and Ray wrestling, see? This is good. Seth and Ray. Two great workers. Yeah, so it's Ray getting beaten. But look, that's what Ronda at Mania was. It was smaller segments for her to go and look a beast, and I feel like they really should have done that with Dominic. Ray's mask makes him look like a bug. Yeah, it does a little bit. He's about the same height as well, Maven. Nice. I like the kick. Obviously, it was all sort of done by Seth, but a nice little spot. Kicking Buddy Murphy off the apron. Well controlled. Great wrestlers in the ring right now. Oh, we have 5 minutes of Raw left, guys. Like I say, for those of you joining us for the first time, I will be going off for 10 minutes after this is finished and then back with a review. Hopefully you can join us for that. And if not, come back and watch it tomorrow. If you want to go watch Wrestle Story on Twitch, they do an awesome review as well. It's all good, but it's been really fun having everyone on chat tonight. So thank you so much for keeping me entertained, you know, with you. Appreciate it, dudes. It's not easy doing this on your own. It's a lot easier when you've got people talking to you and stuff, so I do appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, that was a heavy clothesline from Dominic. And we get a crossbody. I mean, it was better than we saw last night, you know? I really didn't feel there was enough moves from Dominic last night. I've said this to a lot of people. It was all just hidden with story. Here we go. Another one. Okay, he did that last night, but it looked better tonight. That was like a tilt well slam, was it? That was really good. Like a spinning DDT. That was brilliant. Like, and Buddy sold it perfectly from perfectly. That was way better than last night. IMHO. You stand on my work. Oh, he's got him up for the power bomb, and he's gonna get the take. Cool. And maybe that is the problem. Actually, maybe when Ray gets in, it looks so tight and smart that it actually makes people realize that Dominic's got a lot of work to do yet. You know. But you know what I saw with Dominic, like there's potential there. It's just we didn't see that last night. Not as much as tonight, and that's because you're giving him much less to do. And it was all the same moves as last night. Really, it was just all better done because he didn't have everything else to think about. Here we go, 619. Good. Is everyone else lights going off? What the hull? What the hull? Ray going round. Ah. Oh, it's Richard. Oh, I've ruined it. Oh, Ray and Dominic getting beat on. So my point about the match is, you have Dominic do more in a shorter space of time, and it actually makes him look more like a wrestler. And don't give him as much to have to think about. Braun has just been buried since Mania. Yeah, man. I mean, what a shame for Braun. Good dude. Maybe he's part ladybug. He is. While Ant's gone, I'm gonna live the RKO. Indeed, rock lifestyle and brush my teeth. Yeah, I'll be back in about 10 minutes, mate. Yeet. School children are back. Indeed. Singing "Never Want to Give You Up" by Rick Astley. Kwame says Retribution. Maven Glean is so excited for Retribution. I'm quite shocked. They did need to do something. And this is the right thing to do. That Mysterio just lost another eye. Yes, I mean, no, poor Dominic and Ray. He just booted Dominic. Well, they've got some bigger people with them again. Just put the smaller ones on the outside of the But we still have no idea what Retribution need. We still have no idea. That's the problem, innit? You can ruin main events, you can ruin wrestling matches like all the time, but unless you have like a reason for it, what's the point? It's just not very it's not very engaging. We need reasons and we don't have it. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us. I do appreciate it. I'm going to leave now. No, I hope Seth is not there. It's Dean Ambrose and Renee Young. You mean John Moxley? John Moxley. Dudes, I'm going to end the stream so that I can go get a drink and stuff before I film the review. But I need to get it done quite quickly tonight. So, you guys have been awesome. Thank you all so much for watching the stream. If you have enjoyed it, consider leaving a like and a subscribe. It really does help out the channel. I will be going for a 10-minute break before I do my live review. And over on Twitch, WrestleStory will be doing their review. So go and send them some love. Say "hell yeah" to them while you're brushing your teeth. Thank you all so much for joining us. It really means a lot. And hopefully we'll see you again soon. Until next time, we'll do a 5-second countdown like Dom does. And then you all say "hell yeah." I'll just write in chat or don't, or whisper it into your mum's ear, whatever. Right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah.
This is Broken Matt Hardy. Thank you for watching the Gimme a Whole Year Wrestling Podcast.